districts that Nephis took a lot of time in, specifically the dock workers district, where all the riverside
Fishmongers
yeah, the fishmongers, as well as there was like a sailors or rivermen's tavern. So there was a lot of Nephis's experiences were there, I believe.
Imagine
you guys had landed by river barge.
Imagine the guy on his barge, like, going around again and just see Nephis floating around in the water. It's like, no, not him again.
I will state for canon, just in case somebody does want to look for him, he's not here.
Oh, okay.
He went back doing his rounds.
Nephis would begin wandering upon arrival to Cools. Would begin wandering the streets, preferably the same streets that we did we stay at Cools? I can't remember if we stayed at a tavern for a night.
Stayed a night at Cools. There was a tavern called the Dog and Dryad, which most of the party had been to. That was the regular old inn. That's where, at a minimum, Isaac and Vinshenzo are. And the other one is the fisherman / ferryman's bar, where Carlos had found some friends. Potentially Nephis was visiting there, but I can't remember that far back. At the very minimum, you do know where it is.
Correction.
Gotcha.
The Dog and Dryad was in Anvillary.
Okay.
Oh.
What was the name of the place here?
I don't have it in my notes, but I have Anvillary in my notes.
Perfect. Okay.
Very helpful, thank you.
Well, whatever the name of this tavern is, find a different name for it then.
I think it
It'd
was
probably take
metal plus an animal. It was like the steel horse or something, right? Or was that Veils?
The knotted kobold? In your notes, because I can read your notes, I didn't know that. In your notes,
says. Yes, I'm looking at my notes.
I'm just reading your notes too, because your notes are better. Mad Mermaid, Crimson Crown,
and Dog and Dryad, or Anvillary.
Damn. Oh, all three of those were in fucking Anvillary. God, Anvillary was busted.
We weren't even there all that long.
No. Wasn't that where the gibbet cages were?
Yeah.
Fuck that place.
That's the first place you became noticed of them, but generally the entire justice system of the region known as the West Marches participates in that a more basic form of criminal punishment.
Well, if I see gibbet cages, Vin would be visibly disgusted.
Well, lucky for Nephis, he would never have known the name of the tavern since he had slept north, waiting outside of Cools. He would begin searching the streets for their wagon. It would probably take him longer to find them. That is up to you, Chris, but he would be roaming the streets with little knowledge to where the party had previously stayed.
Are you going to be roaming the streets towards nighttime?
Oh.
If it was nighttime, no, he would wait until day.
Okay. Would Nephis think to visit any taverns that he might have seen, even though he hadn't stayed at them?
Yeah, he would check taverns and inns.
Okay, because there are only the two. There's the Fishmonger's Tavern, and there's the inn. And the party did arrive during daytime, so if Nephis arrived a little bit later and had searched any point in that time after he had arrived, probably would have at least found Isaac, and potentially during one point of the day, he might have also found Anton and Khutula, who were sitting in the main tavern. And Vinshenzo was performing most of the evening, a little bit of the evening, and currently Vinshenzo is on the roof.
Oh.
Drinking wine.
Classic.
Drinking wine.
It's like poetry, it rhymes.
that is sort of the state of the locations of them. There's only the one big tavern. So if at any point Nephis had checked that tavern, he would have found at least one companion.
Aye. I guess the first person I would probably notice is probably fucking Vin on the fucking roof of the tavern.
I'm not like standing on the roof. I'm sitting on the roof.
Oh.
He's sitting at
And
the
I
peak
don't
of the
know
roof,
if
but it's
I'd be
nighttime when he's
visible.
on the roof.
Nephis got eagle eyes, though.
I'm not trying to hide.
No. Once again, just for the sake of clarity, inside the actual tavern itself, I'm going to say from when the party arrives, which I think is like a little bit after midday, to the current moment in the RP, which is in the evening / the sun has set. Anton, Isaac, and Khutula, and I think Vinshenzo was in his room to start with, but Anton, Isaac, and Khutula were in the main tavern for a while. Isaac stayed there for pretty much the whole time. Anton left during the evening, followed by Khutula, and then Vinshenzo left after sunset, but he's on the roof. So in terms of a timeline, hour by hour, that's sort of how that happened.
Gotcha. Then probably like Nephis would probably arrive the next day. So maybe we could let everyone else go a little bit, and then once
that's fine.
I arrive.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
In which case, I'm going to throw it to Isaac Stormwind, who is here.
Yes.
That's
Hello.
awesome.
How are you doing? Did you have a good week?
Yeah, decent week.
Good. I'm glad. I'm excited to have you here as always, and I would very curious to know what kind of shenanigans Isaac Stormwind might be getting up.
Currently nothing.
Hanging out.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hey man, rest and relaxation is important. It's okay to have some downtime.
He is a man who takes care of himself.
Yes. Yes, he very much is. All right, so you're just hanging out in the tavern. Have you been following with the dialogue that was happening throughout the week?
I've read everything in Icy myself, but
Okay.
Isaac wouldn't know.
No, but I just want to make sure that you as the player are caught up on that front, because a lot of those things are plot relative. I just wanted to make sure that if I started delving into something that was referenced in the IC, that you wouldn't be too confused. So I guess without much ado, I'll go straight to Vinshenzo, who is on the roof.
I continue to sit on the roof and drink wine.
That's all you're really gonna do?
For the night, yeah. For 4 hours and into the evening, yes. And then I'll go back. I'll meditate for 4 hours on the roof, and then it'll be morning.
All right.
Legend.
I'm kind of trying to stall for time to see if Kardoc gets here, but I don't think it is. So I'm just going to push right on, because Anton and Khutula, you're standing in the same room. Life works a lot easier.
All right.
We lost some shit from the end of last game.
What?
No, everything's here as far as I'm aware.
This is the save that we had with Devon, not the save that we had at the end of last week. So this is the newest, most up-to-date room. Or it should be, at least.
Did I put it onto my actual sheet?
So I guess the real question is, does Khutula have any particular actions before, I guess, I continue with the orc?
Not particularly. She's mostly just kind of like leaning back against the wall, kind of anxiously, like picking at her hands and trying to avoid looking at the Dragonborn that's staring her down and like pay attention to what's going on in front of her.
Ah,
Hey!
Hey.
Perfect timing. Wow, that is great.
oh,
I'll have to not wait for you more frequently because I was waiting for you for a bit, and the second I was like, let's actually just get started. Basically,
Chris is getting pissed at you.
yeah, okay.
I was very upset.
I guess Anton will just lay here and just wait just a minute.
No, we're still going. We're still starting with you.
Okay.
Anton's about to get a
Still
sensual
starting with you.
massage.
I'm sorry. I was just very entertained by how fortuitous it was for Carlos to show up
Very
right on
fortuitous.
time.
What, did you like really just say, okay, let's just start, and then I show up?
Yeah, I literally was about to read it, like get Anton to start reading into what he was about to do, and that's about it. It's as far as we've gotten.
Anton's
Okay,
ready for
glad
his
you're
work
here.
massage.
Yeah. So Anton.
At least Xane heard me.
Thus
Very
the orc,
uncomfortable.
I just didn't.
Fucking.
They have strong fingers.
Oh God.
I hear everything.
Ugh. Let's get this show started.
Let me get the dog. Hang on.
The brown man cometh.
Oh, the dog.
This is gonna be a happy ending for Anton.
That depends on
Sorry
how
about
well
that.
he tips.
Sorry about that. The dog kept scratching at the damn door.
It's
Hello,
okay,
dog.
we're still not.
It's you.
Yeah, we're still
Okay.
here.
So
Fine,
let's
too.
see.
We have not abandoned you yet.
You guys are true friends.
Aye.
Wait, is that Carlos talking or the charlatan talking?
Don't worry about it. Just go. Don't worry about it. Just
You're not supposed to know. That's the point.
Go.
Okay. Okay, so the orc crafted by the god can only be wielded by true believers. Trial reflect God who made the mask, a god of the dead, a priest. Guide safely. I do have to agree. However, one of the things that does come to mind, there was mention of paladins, correct? That was part of this religion. Last I checked, there was.
Sorry, there were paladins, but it wasn't like they had their own knightly order. It wasn't an organized anything.
Oh, true. But if there might be something that might help me further understand, I mean, yes, that's great that, you know, I, as one with the mask, can help guide souls into the, you know, safely to the afterlife. But maybe those people might be some sort of inspiration. So the priests, the paladins, and all that. So I wonder if there's anything about them more in the books that we've collected. But I'm on a table,
For your
so
books.
but yeah, I do agree with Fusker here.
Okay. Awesome. So that's about all he's really able to do. He can try and spend some time to attempt to identify further what you do need to do to attune this mask to you to pass the trial. However, it will take a while. It's not just a ritual, but it was a little bit more of a complicated, specialized ritual.
How much time do you
his
think?
isn't-
Sorry.
He explains that it'll likely take the rest of the night if he were to start now.
What is the trial?
He doesn't know.
That's
Oh.
what he's trying to figure out.
He's trying to. He's
okay.
basically offering to Anton that he can help identify specifically what needs to be done, but it takes a while, and this is a specialized ritual. This is not just.
I would take that deal if I was Anton.
I'm definitely going to take that deal. Hopefully the others don't mind waiting on me. So, but yeah, I'm interested in this deal.
We kind of can't go anywhere until you fucking get that shit off your face, Anton.
That's what you say. You
That's
just
what
don't
I
want
say
me
'cause
walking.
it's true. I'm telling the truth.
You just can't walk beside me.
Anton's gonna get shivved in a dark alley when nobody's looking.
Yeah, probably.
Well,
I don't want to get
given the
mugged by the Meta
other subtle
Knight.
plot points. Okay, so Khutula, you're just observing this this orc doing his thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, which I guess it means we're gonna take ourselves directly to Carlos.
Yes. Okay. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Let's see. I've been evaded the guild for some time now. Blah blah blah.
Stop fucking around with that. Oh. Here, we'll put it under here so nobody finds it.
Yes. Putting it under the rug.
Carlos would kind of shrug with his shoulders and hands, like it, like what the boss said. It could be true, or he could really be that interested in the personal grudge. Well, you don't know him like I do. He takes things very personally. I've seen him kill his own people just for annoying him. He's not someone to be trifled with, that's for sure. Or at least not, if not outright kill, he's definitely had them disciplined. And for just being messengers, too.
The guild boss nods his head at that and says, "That's the kind of man you don't want to cross. He's got a lot of power and a lot of people afraid of him."
Yes, and it sounds like his power has only grown since the last time we've met.
I shudder to think at what he's doing with it. If he's targeting the League, we're going to be in a lot of trouble. Sorry, not the League, the Guild. The Guild! Oh.
Yes. I'm not sure if he's doing it just to get to me or as retribution for the guild helping me get away from him to begin with. Either way, I'll do what I can to help, but I could do a little more than run. It's chased me all the way from my homeland, and here I am almost on the other side of the world. And still his lackeys are everywhere in the shadows. They haven't found me yet, but it's only a matter of time.
As you speak, one of the two twins leans forward and whispers imperceptibly into the guild boss's ear, and then leans back again. Instantly, both of the twins will leave the room that they're in, pass through the small group in the main basement room, head up the stairs, and leave. And the boss man turns to you and says, "Well, I think we might find out the answers to that sooner now. These people are outside looking for this place."
Really? Do they know how many?
All I know, oh fuck, I can't do this accent anymore. He says, "All I know is that they're outside. This is a danger. Like the guild boss kind of reiterates. There's several other chapter houses, several other safe houses in this region have gone down, and it's because of these guys. Like, this is not good." And he immediately turns around, leans through the doorway, specifically making positive eye contact with the Dragonborn, who momentarily slips his gaze away from Khutula, and he says, "Time's up. We gotta leave." and he leans back over and holds out his hand to Carlos in a gesture like holding it out for a handshake.
Carlos shakes his hand. So does this mean that go ahead.
He's gonna hold your hand, and as you go for the shake, he takes firm control of your hand. He says, I found myself with the tables turned. I would be really appreciative if you helped myself and my comrades get out of this city.
Very well, but I expect probably goes without saying, but I expect the whole marks against me to not be reported, and since we're aware of how valuable this mask is, I do expect a little more compensation, especially for our trouble, but if you can agree to that, we'll help you.
He's gonna lean in a little close and he's gonna say, between you and me, the mark was never gonna be against you, but you're strong, man. The guild, we have a lot of outside contractors, and the unreliable one's gotta be flagged out quick. It's not your fault. Something bad happened. It's the nature of the game. Both of us were fooled when we were told that this was just some artifact. Thought it was going to be good in a museum. Obviously, it's not. That's just the way it is sometimes. But for the love of God, don't trust that buffoon with anything else important.
Don't worry. I won't be fooled again.
And he's gonna motion for you to move past him towards the main room. But he's inviting you to leave first so he can close up after you or do whatever else he needs to do.
Carlos would do so and step into like the center of the room. He'd speak mostly to Khutula and Anton. Well, it looks like we might have to fight our way out of this. So I advise you guys to prepare for battle.
Does Thusker stop his attempts at looking more into the mask while hearing this, or?
So from the perspective of Khutula, Anton, Thuskar, and for all intents and purposes, the Dragonborn, what has happened was as Thuskar is doing his little prep and all that, he's given you sort of the briefing started to giving you the briefing of like, yeah, I can do this. This is the ritual. It's going to take a little while. He hasn't told you anything about what he's going to do. And then as soon as you consented, he was getting ready to prepare. And then the twins just fuck off past you, go up the stairs and leave. And then the boss man a second later leans around the door frame, says whatever he said to the Dragonborn, and pops away again.
Oh, so I haven't even
Thuskar
began.
Thuskar just kind of stopped momentarily to look over his shoulder, and then Carlos walks out. He's looked over his shoulder, starting to go back, and then Carlos walks out and says what he says. So that's how that entire scene has gone for the three of you, technically.
Well, I'm gonna sit up then. Battle.
Does
You went
Khutula respond at
magic
all?
ritual to fighting your way out of the city.
Now, what do you bet that will take us right into the boiler room?
Khutula just kind of like
From there,
pulls her hood
we're
back
in.
and nods and
Yeah,
makes sure she has
in
all
like
of her
Flynn,
stuff like
right?
secured.
What? In like Flint. I don't get it. Just
Wait,
give me
who
a
are we
boost.
fighting?
People that wish to do us harm.
So Anton gets up and kind of looks at the door. Okay, well that sounds good enough for me.
We might have to circle around the inn and gather the others, depending on how this plays out. We might not be able to stay in the town.
He nods.
Is this
The
gang violence?
Dragonborn turns its attention to you, Carlos,
Who does?
and he said the Dragonborn, and he asks you if you noticed anybody's been following your movements over the past few days. You notice any tails or any watchers?
No, I haven't noticed anything. The only thing that we've encountered that has been dangerous or potentially dangerous was the orc raiders from the north and that strange sorcerer that I discovered at the catacombs.
You don't
The
think it's...
Dragonborn flits out its tongue at the mention of the orcs, and he says, "Simple savages, nothing really dangerous." You didn't notice any further strangenesses, any shadows where they shouldn't have been?
Carlos would rub his chin as he thought about it, and he's really trying to think back if he was anything out of place that he just kind of noticed out of maybe subconsciously, but it didn't occur to him. Should I do like a perception check to see if maybe I remember something like that?
They say hindsight is 20/20, but you have to have known it was there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say no.
Yeah.
However,
Okay.
this massive fucking lizard claps you on the shoulder and tells you, "Well, that is good news. That means only the people in this room should be marked for death. Your companions can count themselves lucky, the ones who are not here, at least."
Oh yes, I suppose that is good. But hopefully it won't come to that.
So, I'll reiterate what the general structure and layout of sort of the block that you're in. So you're in a basement. There's one way out. That's a staircase. The staircase leads to a door that is just at the edge of an alley that leads into a not very well lit side street. It's not like a cluttered tiny street. It's just not the one main thoroughfare. And this side street leads basically anywhere else. But the choke point is that door. It's the only way that you know of that goes out.
Carlos would be waiting for the boss to come out of the room before he'd have a couple questions for him once he did come out.
Sure, the boss after a minute or two makes his way. He's got a bag, he's got a traveling cloak. And he's just as he's exiting or as he's entering the room behind you, you see he's shifting his coat in such a way as to disguise the pommel of a short sword and its general profile. He's making sure that everything underneath him is concealed. He looks to you, to all the world, to just be an average person. He's got a cold weather outfit on, ready to go and walk about in the night for whatever miserable reason somebody would have to be up at a late hour like this.
Well, you'd look pretty inconspicuous if you weren't about to come out of a basement. Speaking of...
He simply nods his head.
Speaking of, is there any other way out of this place? I find it hard to believe that a guild headquarters only have one entrance and one exit.
The boss man chuckles and he says, "We're a long way away from any guild headquarters. This is just a chapter house, a safe space. We have the local guards and the local lord well enough under our tongue. There was never any need for more secrecy or security than we have now. This is a first for the league here. I keep saying league. First for the guild here."
The League of Assassins now. Yes.
The League of Thieves.
League
that
of
sounds
Extraordinary
really cool.
Gentlemen.
Fuck.
Also, it's less important, but the local craftsmen are still under the impression that we have unfinished business.
Well, you did tell us to use your clothing orders as collateral.
Yes, I'm not saying that that was the wrong thing to do, but the situation has changed, so if at all possible, I would like them to be informed before you skip town.
Oh, we'll sort that out tonight before we leave. We'll leave town tonight, and you'll leave with your possessions intact. I have no reason to return to Cool's, at least not unless a new one arises later.
Very well. So how do you want this to play out?
Oh, God, I haven't been in the field for, well, longer than needed. I've been sitting here managing the region, handling contracts. I'm a bit rusty. However, you work with my colleague here, and he points at the Dragonborn. You work with my colleague here, and he'll keep you, he'll keep us in line, I'm sure. I got a direct link with the twins, so I can help with that. But count me in the background on this one, Chief.
All right, it's understandable, I suppose. If you have a direct link with them, have they discovered anything yet? Because they left a few minutes ago now.
Yeah, the twins are gonna see if anyone's watching right now. They're gonna draw off any suspicion just in case somebody's gonna follow the first agent. Don't know who's out there, but they know we're being watched. So they're gonna try and find out what's going on, and while they do that, we'll make our leave.
Anton just kind of looks at them planning, well, I guess when we skip town, which direction are we gonna go? Because the only way we were really planning was to go south.
Well,
Southwest,
east is
yeah.
a bit wet. I'd say north, south, or west.
I believe our next destination was Jacoy? Or Jazoy? Yeah, Jazoy was our next destination, so we'll be heading that way.
We gotta go through Panaloo unless we know of another road in which to take the wagon. Unless,
Cools.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
This is
Right, we're not right at the.
But yeah, if we can get the wagon, get the others and everything, we can get it out of here and we can get out of here pretty quick.
Southeast, yeah. So is this town pretty much a lost cause then?
Oh, we dried it up good and proper. There's not many good things left in Cools. It was a safe, quiet place for a safe, quiet man. Let's get out of here. If you help me out, and you don't mind tolerating us traveling with you for a little bit, just safety, numbers, and all that, I'll dispatch myself at the the quickest convenience to another guild house and try and report back whatever we find or whatever happens.
Yeah, and if by some miracle we manage to get the mask off by then, will you be taking it off our hands?
As far as I'm concerned, that contract is void and moot.
Ah, excellent. So now we have this mask we won't be able to do anything with, even if we do get it off.
Yeah.
I think let's focus
But-
on trying to survive first.
I suppose.
Yeah, he throws Carlos a small coin purse.
Carlos catches it, feels the heft.
Actually, it's quite hefty. 150 gold pieces heft. I did say I'd pay for your services, he says, and then motions for you to do your thing.
Do my thing.
This man took an arrow to the knees. He's been running a desk job so far. He's not a field agent.
Oh, like do your
It's
thing
been a
as
while
in
since he's been, as in like I've outperformed myself. I've done all I can do. It's your rodeo now.
Congratulations,
he's-
Carlos.
he wants us to get him out of there. All right, got it. All right, Carlos would put the bag into his pack for now. He'd divvy it out later, but yeah, for now, it's better just to get things underway. All right then, Dragonborn. I don't believe I caught your name.
The Dragonborn hisses at you and says, "Such details are for later."
Very well then, Dragonborn. Do you have an idea of how we can get out of this? Or we're just gonna go out there swinging.
A distraction is a preferable entree to this extravagant performance.
I know somebody who's good at that. Oh, wait.
If only we could get contact Vin. Hey, we need a distraction.
Yeah.
What I forget. What did he say about the twins? He said that he could have them like try to lure them away.
He said that the twins. So basically, the twins had figured out that the safe house was being watched, and the twins had gone to figure out what was going on and see if they could lure someone away, just in case whoever was watching the area was just looking for the first person coming out that door, kind of thing like that.
And did they run into anything?
The guild boss hasn't said anything about that.
Wait. If he can talk with the boss, can't he just have one of the twins go and try to talk to Vin or find Vin?
I mean, he hasn't told you how this happens, so you're not quite sure
How they communicate?
Anton,
Yeah.
you're not, he hasn't revealed these kinds of secrets.
I don't need to know this secret. That's your own magic, sir.
Not only that, but technically, I mean, you're just hired help. Carlos is the one that this boss is directly coordinating with, because Carlos is actually a member of the guild. Like,
That's
this
fair.
entire
Yeah.
time, the interaction with the guild boss has been very cordial with a direct question if needed to Anton or Khutula, but the rest of the time he's been talking to Carlos.
All right.
The same thing is still happening here. He didn't come and ask for the three of you to help. He asked Carlos and Carlos's associates to help.
Okay.
All right then. Let's see what we're dealing with. I'll take a peek out the door and see if it's safe. The rest of you file up behind me and get ready. So Carlos would head up the stairs to the door, and he would try to open it just enough to peek through, or I'm not sure if it had like a slot to look through or anything, some kind of hidden door, like an eye slot.
It's just a regular door.
Okay. So yeah,
yeah, I got nothing. It's just a regular door.
yeah. All right, so he'd kind of crack it open and look outside.
Can you roll me perception, please?
Sure. Okay, so that is 18 plus 8, 26.
Holy fuck, you see everything.
Wow.
I see too much. No.
What do your elf eyes see?
You passed out because you've seen too much.
So you survey the street corner. All as much of the street as you can see, as well as the alleyways beyond. You do the full scan of the perimeter, and you see two things that immediately disturb you. The first one is there's the slightest glint of a reflective surface up on a roof opposite you. And when I say opposite, I don't mean across the road. I mean diagonally across essentially the square. I'm going to draw this out as a.
Hell yeah.
And then if anybody who's artistically inclined wants, they can.
Oh, here
make
we
it look
fucking
prettier.
go. Hell yeah, dude.
So this is one building corner. It's
Okay.
another building corner. All measurements are.
Approximate.
This is
Not to
this is
scale.
not to scale. The measurements are accurate. The scale of the drawing is going to be somewhat approximate.
What is this doo-doo?
I did not make the doo-doo.
Who's responsible for this?
Khutula, how long were you out there?
Oh, come on, don't be like that.
How long was I out there?
Amazing. All right, so
What's going on?
you are here. This is your doorway.
Okay.
Okay.
So across from you, here on the roof, there's a glint of something reflective, and there shouldn't be. And it looks to be a
Sniper.
rectangular piece of metal, and it doesn't shine like it's been polished. It's just dull, but it's been like somebody's missed a spot. There's just a little bit of a glint that draws your eye, and in the ambient darkness, you're able to see a little bit more, and it looks like some sort of a metal bracket. 26, you said you got. Could potentially be from, I don't know, the foot pedal thing for a crossbow. That's name I don't know because I don't know crossbow terminology.
Yeah.
But the
Footbow.
the foot thing.
Like the stirrup, what they use to load it?
Yes, sir. That's the one that sits on the front of a crossbow where you stick your foot in so you can load it.
Okay,
It
yeah.
looks awfully familiar to that kind of a thing. As well, you notice that in this window, which will be in the color of orange, there's a window here. There's a window here. In this window, first one, there's curtains, and one curtain is a little bit more displaced than the other. And you swear you can catch sight of maybe a sleeve or a jacket cuff or something. The alleyways themselves are about 10 feet wide, and the street is 40 feet wide. Actually, no, we'll say it's 30 feet. 30 feet wide street. This isn't a main thoroughfare, but this is a well-traveled side street. The houses around here are either residential or like small-scale artisan workshops. So this is your scene.
Okay. And that's all I see?
That is all you see.
Okay. So which direction goes to the tavern?
So in order to go to the tavern, you are aware that you would have to go, once again, with reference the world map being north, you would have to be turning to your east.
So we would need to go down this road.
If you wanted to go directly to the tavern.
With this alleyway here that runs south, does that lead to another street?
That leads to a dead end. There's a wall.
Oh.
So we have to leave through
directly
here.
up to the top. Yeah.
We have to leave from this here right here.
Well, I'm saying it's a wall, and it's like you can't walk down the thing. Depending on how much of a Vinshenzo you feel, I mean, it kind of goes.
I'm pretty acrobatic.
Yeah, but it's the rest of the party.
How high
Maybe
is
with
the wall?
whatever happens to be behind it. The wall is as high as the wall for the building, so it's a story high.
So it is a dead end.
Yes.
I did say it was a dead end. I'm just specifically like describing the end so that the clearest picture possible can be
Yes.
But it's
for
possible that
purposes.
that could lead to another road on the other side, or something.
But you don't know that.
We don't
Yeah.
know.
More,
Okay.
yeah, you could. I'm saying it's possible to scale, but you don't know what's behind it, and it's not a minor obstacle.
Maybe there's doorways. Is there a door here?
It is very dark, so back this way, you haven't really been able to see much. Nobody's really traveled here lately except for Khutula. And then down the street.
Consult with the thieves.
Just continuing the side street.
Still talking.
That is the end of my message.
All right, so that's
Message
this
received.
alleyway is like this. All right. Carlos would slowly close the door, and he would gesture for everyone to meet back downstairs, so he could, if they had followed him up the stairs, and he would reveal what he saw, specifically that kitty corner to this building on top of the roof was probably a crossbowman or an arbalist or whatever they're called. And then he would talk about those two curtains that seemed to be disturbed, and he swore he saw like the sleeve of a garment on the other side of it. After revealing this, he would ask the thieves that were present if there was any way they could escape down the alleyway to the south, or if they knew what was beyond that wall at the dead end.
It's a very good question.
Which, I mean, they've been here for a while, so...
Yeah, so the boss man... I gotta stop calling him boss man, even though that's technically what his name is. So the boss tells you that on the other side of that wall leads to a similar alley, but it's in a like a private compound for a barrel maker. So the alley turns into a side, basically like a side building access. It's the same alley, but it's a lead out to a street. It's just as part of a private compound for a barrel maker's shop.
Okay, so like we have to go through his shop to get to the street.
I'll draw it out for you because the guild boss can describe it to you well enough. So effectively, oh god, that's not the line.
Suck.
Sorry. But I got excited. So the alleyway continues. So this effectively is the guy's workshop. And then sort of goes like this. So he has his own little compound. This is very roughly to his description. So he's got this little compound. This area here. This is a side access so that he can get into, like, he's got a door here. He's got a larger door or a larger, like, workshop opening face here. So the side access is just to get around and into this other part of the shop. So it's not, it doesn't go out onto the road. It goes to the rest of the compound, but then, you know, he has an opening for carts and stuff like that. People to come and take his goods.
Yeah. So this is still part of the compound right here.
Yeah, here I'll draw in this. So that's compound, and then that's like the opening. So this is like just a little. This wall here, I'm gonna have 800 colors soon.
Yeah.
This. So this is a lower wall. This is more of a decorative wall.
So it'd be easy to get over.
Yeah. So that's kind of what it is.
Cool.
I'm gonna
Okay,
let
so
you
that's definitely an option.
plan for a second. I just gotta let my dog out real quick because she's whining at the door. I'll give you 2 seconds to think of a plan and discuss with your colleagues, and then I'll be right back.
Okay. So Carlos would turn to Anton and Khutula after having heard this and basically say, all right, so we got two ways of playing this. We can have Anton and the Dragonborn go first, since they're the most heavily armed, and they can try to protect us from any ranged attacks as we leave the alleyway. This will definitely lead to a fight, however.
Anton holds up his shield, ready to help him with this.
The other option is that we have Anton and possibly the Dragonborn block the entrance to the alley, while the rest of us start moving south down the alley. Then they would follow behind us, keeping their guard up just in case. We could help each other climb the wall. It's about a story. It would be a little difficult, but with all of us, we should be able to do it. After that, we'd be able to get out of the Barrel Maker's compound pretty easily, considering the short wall that he has. What do you guys think? If we can't get everyone over the wall fast enough, we could get trapped, and it might be difficult to fight our way out of it in this choke point. Or it could help us, depending on how many there are.
In all honesty, it seems like going down the alley may be the best option. He tries to just kind of think in his head, just kind of visualize just how he described, like the crossbowmen and the one, and how the windows were at the other. If we go down the alley, not only is there a possibility of a better escape, but we only have to worry about one instead of two.
Indeed. And once we get probably about halfway down the alleyway, that crossbow won't be able to get eyes on us anymore. He'd have to come down from his position and pretty much stand right in front of the alleyway to do anything. It would pretty much get him out of the fight for a bit. And I'm pretty confident in your guys' ability to hold off anyone that might come in the meantime. I dare say I'm probably the best at climbing amongst us, potentially. But out of character, you can use... It's either acrobatics or athletics for climbing, isn't it? Or is it just acrobatics?
I believe it's acrobatics.
Yeah, I think
primarily.
so.
Yeah. So I'm definitely the best at climbing here, I believe. So I would probably be the last one to attempt to climb, and I'd help everyone else get over first.
If there are handholds available, you do not need to roll a skill check.
Ooh, that's...
Well, let's hope there are.
Let's hope there are.
Everything I've climbed has required a skill check, though.
Yeah.
Even though I have...
Yeah, but you're always on fucking roofs, though.
He's good at it.
Yeah, I
He's
don't let
good at
people
it.
fucking stop me even though they don't fucking understand shit.
There's an elf on the roof. What are you doing up there? Okay.
Being safe.
So that's Anton's input as far as the alley. The alley seems like the best choice. Does Khutula have anything to say?
I mean, I'm the only one who would really have any trouble getting over the wall, but like you said, you'll help anyone over. And we don't even know how many we're dealing with right now.
That is true.
Indeed, it's at least 2 or 3. I think it might be at least 3, and honestly, those windows on the ground floor, they could hold any number. Could be double or triple our number. We won't know until we get out there.
Either way,
when did you get back, Chris?
Just now.
Okay. So basically, he was just so that the Dragonborn and the boss are aware of the plan. There's 2 ideas: either the Dragonborn and Anton move first and try to protect the others from crossbow fire, and they move out into the street and engage into a fight, or Anton and possibly the Dragonborn, depending on what his equipment is. I know he has plate, but I'm not sure if he has a shield.
Plate, mail, and an axe is all you've seen.
Okay, so no shields. Yeah, so Anton would basically try to protect the others as they left the door, and then they'd move south, and everyone would attempt to scale the wall. Since Carlos would be probably the best climber here, he would offer to go last so he could help others get over that aren't as good at climbing. But it comes with the risk of potentially getting trapped in the alleyway. does the boss or the Dragonborn have any input? Because Anton and Khutula, I believe, are in favor of the alleyway.
Yes.
Dragonborn states that this is a very bold plan, and the only issue he has with it is it's very obvious. Like, basically, you're presenting a very obvious image to the foe, or a very obvious picture to the foe. They'll know exactly who's going out. They'll know exactly what direction you're going. It's a very bold maneuver, is what he said. But he says it more as a criticism than he says as like a, hey, wow, that's gutsy. It's more like, hey, that's pretty bold.
Well, I don't see many other options. If there's something you're aware of, since this is your town, I'm all ears. But there's definitely those among us that are not probably stealthy enough to get out of here without being seen. He'd kind of glance over to Anton to kind of prove a point.
He shrugs.
The Dragonborn hisses and turns his head up and away from you in a sort of a snooty gesture.
So basically, like, he doesn't have any better ideas, but he doesn't like my idea, and he doesn't like being called out that he doesn't have any better ideas.
Yeah, he didn't like being called out like that. He didn't appreciate it.
Well, that's too fucking bad.
This guild fucking
You
sucks.
figured it out already. This guy is.
It is just cool.
Has a very high opinion of himself.
At least the
whatever
boss
reason
was
it is.
honorable.
Well, I mean, to be fair, there's nothing that the Dragonborn has done so far that is dishonorable. He's just a bit of a dick.
All right.
I'm just gonna point out, for neutrality's sake, he hasn't done anything wrong. He's just talks like a dick and stares at Khutula most of the time.
You kind of
Honestly,
don't
like,
do that when you're
basically
asking
anytime he's
someone
not
to
being
save your
interacted with, he
life.
stares at someone. He didn't ask. I will
He didn't
again, for the
ask.
sake of neutrality, he didn't ask. It was the guild boss who beseeched to Carlos, "Hey, help us out of this mess. Here's $150." And
Oh,
also,
Thuskar's still there, right?
link up with my boy Blue here.
Yeah, Thusker.
Yeah, Thuskar's been hanging out. As soon as you guys went back down into the basement to like confer, he started rummaging through like one or two things and like packing his belongings a little bit better, and he's just sort of like idly fidgeting.
Did he have anything to say, or is he just kind of going with it?
He's grumbling and mumbling under his breath, and
And
he's not really involving himself actively in the conversations.
What kind of gear
Awesome.
does he have? I'm just kind of curious.
The orc,
Yeah.
Yeah.
without looking very hard at him, he is wearing what look like very tribal or simple traveling clothes that have been embellished with things like bits of animal bone or copper and bronze thread. Simple for the civilized eye, but quite elegant in a very primitive antique way. He wears these nice traveling clothes. He's probably owned them most of his adult life. They're well worn and faded with the sun. He's a very well traveled orc.
Awesome. All right. So, does anyone have any other input before Carlos starts telling people what they're gonna do?
I am more than happy to draw their fire while you guys work down the alley, and we can start working our way down.
All right. So Carlos would kind of draw himself up and cross his arms a little bit and be like, "All right, so this is how it's gonna go." And he'd point to each person as he addressed what they're gonna do. Anton, you'll go first. You'll take up a position right outside the door. You won't go any further out of the alleyway than you need to. You'll have your shield raised and ready.
Mm-hmm.
Dragonborn, you'll stay close by him. Use him as cover. I don't think you have a shield. If you do, feel free to add to the shield wall. But if you don't, just stay close to him and be prepared to protect him in case anyone pops out of the windows and starts running at us when they realize what we're doing. Meanwhile, the rest of us will start moving down the alleyway. Once everyone's outside of the door, you guys will start falling back while staying on guard. We'll get the boss over first because he might be the most troublesome to get over the wall. And then we'll start getting everyone else over. I'll go last since I'm probably the best climber here, unless any of you have skills that I'm not aware of. Anyone have any questions about what we're about to do?
No one from, we'll say, the NPC side of the party raises any questions. They appear ready to go.
Anton has nothing to add. He's happy with it.
For the sake of things, I'll grab some tokens.
Hey, Harvey.
Does Khutula have anything to say?
I mean, the only other thing I can think of is possibly like going out in shifts and like just splitting up in the city, but at that point we don't really know what could happen to any of the parties and we're weaker because we're split up.
Carlos would snap his fingers as if he was just remembering something. Khutula, that very impressive ice display you're able to do. How far away can you cast that?
I mean, I can easily make it over the wall while concentrating on it.
Excellent. All right, so we will amend the plan because this will probably help. Once you'll be the third one out after Anton and the Dragonborn, you'll start casting your ability just outside the alleyway. Make sure there's no way for them to sneak through on the corners. This will hopefully dissuade them from chasing after us, and will also provide some concealment from the sniper on the rooftop. After that, we'll just continue with the plan.
Put the horse away.
That could work too.
She nods and just kind of like holds her talisman at the ready.
Excellent. All right. Anton, Dragonborn, Khutula, you guys are up front. I'll be right behind you with the boss and the others. I guess.
Okay, and these guys.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Just so that when you're all staring at the table, you can remember that they're there. Why are they all called guild boss now? Fucking.
They're all promoted.
They're all promoted. Oh no, it's a vampire.
You're a boss.
It's the
Archduke.
No. We've been played.
No,
He was the
Archduke all along.
Fuck.
What a great disguise.
Game over, man. Game over.
He's a buddy now. He is a vampire.
He's turned over a new leaf.
It's okay. It's all fine. Okay, so sorry, you wanted the Dragonborn?
So there's Anton, Dragonborn, Khutula, Carlos, Boss, Theskar.
Sure, we'll do it like that. I like that.
Oh, it's snapping. All right, whatever.
In reality, it's a 90-degree turn south is where the stairs are, but this is okay because it doesn't matter. It only matters after you exit the door.
Exactly. All right. So once everyone was ready, Carlos would signal for Anton to go.
Anton lets that aside for a moment, just getting ready for this, and then walks out the door, shield raised, and stands right here. And hopefully if the door can swing open too to help cover, that would be awesome, but I don't think it does.
The door does not swing outward.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to stand right here with my shield up, ready to take some hits in case something happens.
Okay.
Right.
Well, nothing immediately happens to you. You're braced. You're ready.
I continue to wait then.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, keep going, people. Keep going. We gotta move.
Oh,
Time's of the essence.
And the Dragonborn, what's he doing again? He's just hanging.
He's near Anton. Yeah, like basically he's gonna support him in case they start attacking. but he's got to
Okay,
stay
I
kind of
will
behind him
remind
to
you that
protect
the-
him from arrow fire.
I will remind you that the alleyway is 10 feet wide, so you can fit two people side
Yeah.
by side.
That's the idea if it comes to that.
Just as a reminder.
All right, and then Khutula moves out and she starts casting her ability.
I cast Sleet Storm. Wow.
Yay.
Let's see.
My God.
So
Oh,
it's a 40-foot radius and it's 20 feet tall. So if
So this is 30. It's 30 feet. So 20-foot radius, so it's like a 40-foot diameter.
40-foot radius.
I thought it was a 20-foot radius.
40-foot radius with
It's
a 20-foot
fucking
tall
huge.
cylinder.
Jesus Christ.
It's huge. It's
80
awesome.
feet in diameter. Okay, winters come early to only one section of cools.
Make sure it's not on us.
Some child wakes up at night and goes, "Mom, it's Christmas! It's Christmas, Mom!"
But do we want to wait till everyone's out first? Because if you want me to cast it right away, people are gonna have to do their checks to go through it.
No, just wait until everyone's clear of it. So just prepare it. So then everyone's going to start moving out, and they're going to get here. Has anything happened yet?
Nope.
All right.
Nothing
So then
happens.
I don't like this. So we're going to move, and then these guys are going to start moving back.
Yep.
And now I
Then-
cast it.
Then she casts it. Then we're all kind of going to go as a group.
Yep.
And we're good still?
Nothing has happened yet.
I don't like that. Stop saying that way. I hate you.
Do we
All right.
want the boss to go first? Because what if there's something on the other side?
That is a good point.
And the
right.
Dragonborn, he's got a free hand.
All right, yeah,
I will point out
Dragonborn, you're
that
gonna go
he's
over
not, like,
first.
physically, like, actually an injured, useless person. He's just decided to bow out, saying, "Hey, I haven't been out running around the dark streets at night in a while. Maybe somebody else should make the plan." He is
Oh,
the
okay.
boss is a physically capable person. He's not like limping along
Okay.
behind you with a
Cool.
pipe.
All right, so I'm gonna help him over the fucking side then, followed by Thuskar.
Okay, and then Thuskar goes over.
Yeah, he's probably gonna go in front of the
They
boss.
make it-
Honestly.
They make it over with ease. They do something. You can't see them at this point. Whatever happens on the
Awesome.
other side, nobody is.
All right.
known.
So now, Khutula, can you maintain focus on the other side of the wall?
It doesn't say I have to have line of sight, so that's
All
just
right,
out of
over you
character.
go.
There I go.
Picks her up and
As Khutula climbs the wall, whistling through the air a crossbow bolt.
oh, fuck.
Where?
Not this one. Oh, well, we're about to find out. Khutula, what is your AC?
14.
Okay, so 14 plus. So that's 13 plus. Oh, yeah, you get hit.
Where?
Oh my god.
Fucking- you don't know. You haven't seen, but out of seemingly nowhere, whistling from you can't quite tell. You just hear a whistling sound, then all of a sudden, embedded in Khutula's shoulder, is the quarrel of a crossbow. Khutula, you take 7 damage, and
Nice.
you must make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh my god. Here we go.
Khutula.
I wonder where the town guard is.
Oh. Khutula takes
11.
24 poison damage.
Jesus fuck.
Oh my God! Why?
What the fuck?
All right, so I have 3 HP.
Khutula's already at death's door. Hey, based on
I will
where
So-
state, given the massive damage, as you started climbing the wall, Khutula, you got hit
Mhm.
by that, so you have fallen and are now prone.
Okay, I was gonna say like If you didn't say that, I was gonna say like I rolled off the wall anyway.
Oh, what side of the wall did she land on? The far side, hopefully?
Oh no, she's on Carlos's side. It's as she's actively like attempting to climb up the wall. So before
Okay.
she's even gotten over the precipice,
Basically, like
while she's climbing up.
Can I catch her?
Yeah, you can catch her. I don't care how she lands. Like she's not going to take damage from landing. But the point is that
I'ma just point out,
she falls back.
she loses concentration on the spell because I don't think she physically can make the save.
What's the save?
I believe it's like DC 10 or whatever damage she took, whichever is higher.
Oh God!
I'm just gonna say lost concentration for
I will pull it
in-character
up
reasons.
to double check.
So
Alright,
she loses concentration.
Well, he's looking at that. Based on where the fucking coral hit her, where did the shot come from?
I'd like you to roll a perception.
Really? I like 18. Okay, whatever.
Okay, half the damage she took, it would be higher than 10, I believe. She took, what, 7 plus 24?
Okay, so 12 is my perception.
You have no clue where this thing has come from.
Asshole.
I have a question.
Hey, listen here, motherfucker. This is not random chance. All right, don't worry.
I'm just gonna ask: is it in the back or front of my shoulder? And which shoulder?
It would be. I'm going to say it was in the back of your right shoulder. So you got hit in the shoulder blade as you were climbing up the wall. So
Understood.
It is protruding out of your back.
So probably here.
So she falls back pretty much onto Carlos and just like keels over on the ground, just gasping for breath.
Yeah, probably. Carlos would like catch her as best he could and kind of ease her down onto the ground and in an upright position. Khutula, are you okay?
She doesn't really respond with anything intelligible. Just like tears streaming down her face and shit.
Does Anton or the Dragonborn hear any of this?
Probably.
The Dragonborn was directed to go across the wall already. He was the second person
No,
to mount.
He was,
that was Thuskar.
Thuskar, I said Thuskar. So.
Oh, sorry. Well, then the Dragonborn is with Anton, and the Dragonborn, I assume that either you cried out in pain or something happened that would allow other people in your vicinity to know you've been hurt.
He definitely would have heard.
She definitely shrieked.
Tell me if I'm wrong.
No.
Okay, so yeah, then the Dragonborn is definitely ready for a fight.
How the hell did they?
He was already on high alert, but
How the hell did they shoot her through that? There's no way they could have seen.
the Dragonborn turns back to you and hisses, "I told you this was bold."
As if going through the street would have been any better.
Thank you, Anton. At least somebody has some sense.
I haven't lost my mind yet.
If I was Carlos,
And all
I'd
your
walk
fish
up
are
behind
in a
the
barrel. You may take your time to
Dragonborn
cast
and
the hook.
stab him.
The one time Vince
Sorry.
stopped being a pacifist.
Sorry, your Dragonborn friend didn't make it. He sacrificed himself for us.
He died shitting his pants.
Oh. I'm not sure if we can get her over now.
throw her over. You'll be fine.
How heavy is Khutula? I know there are some questions you shouldn't ask a lady, but how heavy is Khutula?
She is 158 pounds.
How tall is she?
5'3".
Oh.
Dragonborn are dense.
They got those dense bones and they got that tail. That adds like 20 pounds. At least.
Dense knowledge.
Big head, big brain.
How big is the How big is the other Dragonborn? Is he like big and bulky or
Well,
what?
yeah, he's big. He's also big. He's very big. like Anton's a big dude, but even like compared to Anton, this Dragonborn is big. We're talking about like college, not NFL. What's the college league?
He's built like a Gears of War brick shit house.
He's built like not a quarterback, but like a fucking fullback, like
linebacker or something.
Big, but he's
Hello?
He's not just chunk. He's chunk
Hello?
that can perform. If that makes sense.
Outstanding.
So, I just want to fucking say
158
these
pounds, height,
these streets are 10
5'3".
feet wide, so this is like
What are you
like out
calculating
here
right now?
Body mass?
Set up your audio.
Your BMI is 28. This is
Oh, it's
considered
not working?
overweight. This is
Carlos?
Wow.
body mass index.
Wow, you're
She's
calling
a Dragonborn. They're
calling her
dense.
fat.
I'm also God, so I am well beyond social proclivities. Okay.
anyway. All right.
Yes,
Anton is-
there's a reason why I needed to know this. So,
Okay.
the Dragonborn is going to turn around. He is going to pick up Khutula, if Khutula is in any position to try and fight him off. I need to know this
Probably
now.
not.
Not really. She's still like
Okay,
stunned.
he's gonna fucking yeet you over his shoulder like a sack of potatoes, but not in a rough way. He's actually gonna do it in a fairly like conservative way that doesn't overly jostle you, and he's just gonna start climbing up the fucking wall.
Outstanding.
And he makes it up.
Outstanding. So that made it over the side with
Dragonborn-
Khutula.
Yeah, he makes it over the side and he just sort of drops down and gets her across.
All right, Anton, you're next.
He's clearly flustered and angry right now. He's gonna try and get over the fucking wall, and he's not gonna question it much. But yeah, he's gonna get the fuck over this wall.
Does he need to roll for it or anything?
No, the only reason the Dragonborn rolled for it is because he had a passenger.
Okay, so once he's over, Carlos is gonna climb over too.
Okay,
There we go.
another whistle out of nowhere. What's your AC?
AC is 15.
Okay, he hits you with a 15.
What? Wow. That guy's good.
Yes, so you're going to take 7 damage, and you also need to take a Constitution saving throw.
Can I try to pull Carlos over if he's trying to come
You're
over?
already on the other side there, bud.
Yes.
Let's see the results of this.
Let's see. 12?
12. You are also going to take an extra 24 poison damage.
Jesus Christ. All right, so that's how much total? 31?
So 24 plus 7 is 31.
All right.
How bad are you looking right now?
It definitely hurt, but I'm okay. I don't feel amazing, but like I don't feel like I'm about to die yet.
Okay. I'm gonna say that given the level of mass damage isn't quite as hard hitting on you versus Khutula, just in terms of like how much strength that saps out of you, you will be able to pull yourself over the wall. But it's not gonna be graceful, but you can complete the movement.
Yeah, Carlos kind of rolls himself over the wall and like kind of lands heavy on his feet and falls to his hands, and there's quite obviously a bolt sticking out of where did it hit? Like my back or something?
Upper thigh.
Upper thigh. So yeah,
Below the butt cheek on the left leg.
at least it didn't hit my butt.
Ow.
Yeah, you don't want to be Shrek.
Oh God. It fucking hurts. I think there's
Carlos,
there's definitely poison in this thing.
I'm gonna try and get the arrow out of him.
Don't leave it.
Shit, fine, okay. Look, we need to go.
Suck the poison.
I'm gonna,
Poisons are The poison's already in. If you pull it out now, you could damage it further.
Suck
If
his butt
Carlos
cheek.
needs... No!
Fuck her up, Anton.
Oh, God. I don't have enough con for this shit. If he needs help getting up, I'm gonna help him up. Come on, we gotta go.
All right. Theskar, Dragonborn, I need you guys to get us to the inn. What was the fucking inn's name? Was there any more than one inn here, or is it just the inn?
There's
Two.
the fisherman's bar, and then there's the fucking tavern,
A
basically.
tavern. Bring us to the tavern. We have friends there.
No, I can lead. He's busy holding Khutula.
It's fine. Either way.
Fine. All right. Anton's gonna try and lead them towards the end.
Okay, so that means you're turning right. You're going out of the compound and turning right.
Left?
Left.
Sorry,
Character's left.
Your character's left. Yes.
Okay.
Map right. Your character's left.
Yeah, let's go this way. Get the hell out of here.
Hooray. Okay, so you just all fucking run off in a little gaggle down the street.
More or less.
Yeah.
Okay. We're briefly going to switch directions, and we're going to arrive back at Vinshenzo Cairona. I will state,
Permission.
for a matter of ambience, Vinshenzo, you did witness Isaac Stormwind, with a bottle in his hand, decide to enjoy a late night stroll. He's left the tavern and fucked off down the street.
I play my lute quietly to myself.
Okay. Isaac, you are walking down the street.
I'm practicing.
Are you practicing?
Making your
loud
way
enough that
downtown.
Isaac might hear you.
Making my way downtown.
No,
Walking
I'm not.
fast.
I'm not trying to be heard. I'm very ashamed that I had a poor performance, and I'm trying to get better now.
Oh,
Hell yeah!
oh.
Oh, get
Okay.
over it.
I mean, people might hear it, but I'm not like playing it to be heard.
Yeah, I'm gonna state, just thinking of the environment and stuff, if you're not overly like attempting to hide your music, that Isaac probably hears it because it's late at night. There's not a lot of sound, and he can probably quietly hear the sound of your instrument plucking from the rooftop or whatever. It is up to Isaac to deal
Sure,
with that information as he will.
sure. I'm okay with that.
Isaac doesn't care.
Perfect. Wow, you guys are awesome. I guess we're gonna switch back to the action then.
I'm sad.
It's okay. Be sad. It's fine. Eventually, bad things will happen to us all. It's the reality of life. Nephis, is there anything that you're doing outside of town? Or are you just kind of hanging out, making camp, waiting for the morning? All is relaxing.
I was under the impression since I was on foot, I would have arrived later.
You would have arrived later. You would have arrived later, but
You would have arrived later.
I was under the impression that because it was dark out, you had mentioned that you didn't want to go into town unless it was daytime. If I was incorrect in that assumption, please let me know so I can correct that.
Yeah, I thought we agreed upon me arriving the day after.
Okay, the day after. All right, so you still
Hell
technically
yeah,
wouldn't
dude.
be there yet. You're still traveling. All right, I just wanted to make sure I wasn't skipping over you accidentally.
Yep.
All right, so yeah, we will go back to the action. So this is the side street that you're looking at now, which is going to be basically down here, effectively leads directly to the tavern. You don't have to make any other real turns. You can follow this road the whole way down.
Okay.
However, it's not like a 2-minute jog. It's quite a distance.
That's fine. We're getting the fuck out of here.
Getting the fuck out of here. Okay.
I need my 2 party members safe because holy shit. Khutula's not looking very good, and I don't like that one bit.
As you
Oh, but Carlos is
run
fine.
down the street,
Better than you.
You encounter two of the night watchmen who are just kind of patrolling the street, going about their nightly duties. And they see you running in a hurry in a big gaggle. And we'll just make it two of these guys. Doot, doot. They're not armed like that, but this is what I have real quick. They're just these two dudes. They're hanging out. They're more concerned than they are anything else when they see you guys all running in a hurry.
Okay. Do they just get out of the way, or do they just try to stop us?
Yeah, they try and get in your way, but they try and get in your way, and it's very obvious to see that they're not trying to be antagonizers. They look concerned.
Like for our safety?
They look concerned about the fact that there are a group of people running through the street at night, and it's not, what the fuck are those guys up to? More like, is there, it looks like there's something wrong.
Alright, the fucking guild boss said that he had them in his pocket, right? Does he say anything to them as we get up to them?
So you would be getting right up on top of him before he's able to see their faces. And if anything, as you're running up the street, he's you can tell he's squinting to try and identify them. I'm going to give you an opportunity to decide whether or not you want to stay close to them. It is dark. There's not a whole lot of light. There's just enough ambient light from the moon and the stars, and one of those guys is holding a torch that you can see them eventually if you get close enough. But it's up to you. It's up to you how you want to maneuver around the street. I don't want to lock you into an interaction if you don't want to do it. In the sense that I'm not going to make you immediately be face to face with.
All right. Well, Anton is in the front, so is Anton going to do anything?
I mean, they just look concerned. I am going to try. Can I roll insight to see if I can see anything else?
Insight is body language. Perception is what you can roll to see if there's other stuff in the street.
Oh, god damn it. Can I just roll both?
What are you trying to find out?
Yeah.
I want to see how they're moving. Can I see that it looks like they're considering to attack us, or if they're just straight up, I just know they're concerned?
No, that's insight. That's insight for sure.
Yeah, I want to read these guys because I don't want anything else happening to this group here. I have had it. I am pissed. That is going to be a 12.
A 12?
12 insight.
From what you can tell, they are a little bit startled, and they seem more concerned than anything else.
Okay, in that case,
yep, go.
Feeling a bit better about that, I'm going to try and do a perception check. I am trying to watch my surroundings like a hawk after that.
Okay, do it.
God damn. It's dark out here. I'm getting tunnel visioned and all this other shit. I'm just not thinking clearly.
Dark out here. You're getting tunnel visioned. A lot of stuff's going on. You basically went from 0 to 100 real fast.
My mind is currently occupied with Khutula and Carlos right now.
Yeah, there's a lot going on, and it's just really hard for you to slow down long enough to really pay attention.
Yep.
Anton is by.
Fuck you. You don't understand, Vin. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna try and keep moving. And
Isn't this where we're going? Over this way?
You're effectively running this way for as long as this map scale is
over here.
useful.
Oh.
Hang on. I'm going to do this.
Maybe we should. You guys should escape into a building and hide in a building.
The building.
A friendly peasant would let you rest your laurels.
Yeah.
Oh hell
Just
no!
fucking 6 heavily armed like dudes just like break it and like bust down their
Hey
door.
buddy, I'm borrowing
we
this.
need, we need shelter. Yeah, that'd go well.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Line.
Heavily armed
Oh, God.
dudes. That's all you need.
Heavily armed dudes.
Not wrong. What are you gonna do?
Used.
Fight us? This is our house now.
This is how you get a base.
Let's kick out the peasants. What are they gonna do?
I didn't realize that I'd figure it out after offing a peasant.
Oh.
Oh.
All right. So do the guards like try to stop us or anything? Call out to us?
I will tell you what happens. I'm just trying to draw my little street here for you.
Okay.
So that you can see what's going on. Go more like this. Okay, so for reference, the tavern is drawn in purple because Vinshenzo's there. Tavern is here.
Yes.
You guys are here. And the guards. Same scale, 30 feet wide. And this is really generally just a long thing. There are some alleys fill in vaguely with gray. This is an actual road. Let's draw it that way.
Now it's my family's colors.
Hell yeah.
And there's like little alleys in between some of the buildings. This is another low fence courtyard. That's my really nice, pretty map. Okay, so as you push towards these two guards, they try and
Boom.
wow, awesome. They try and like come towards you and stop you to see if you're okay, and they literally say these things. Hey, is everything okay? Are you guys all right? You're in a bit of a hurry. It's pretty late.
Does Carlos say anything? Because
Carlos is in the back.
They're talking to you.
okay,
Crossbow.
Carlos is front runner here.
fucking
Yeah, if you, whatever you want to tell him.
Bolt sticking out of two people.
Sniper.
We've been attacked.
freaking my friends here. We were attacked by assassins.
The first guard that had spoken to you looks at you quite perplexingly, and he sharply notices that Khutula is in a bad state with a fucking crossbow bolt sticking out of her shoulder, and he sees Carlos limping into the firelight of his torch, or like that weird like the cripple scoot,
The half run stumble.
yeah, that kind of thing. Is behind him, and everybody's sweating and panting and not having a good time. And immediately he draws his sword.
Oh.
Seeing him do this.
No. I just want to phrase this delicately to ensure that we are aware of the sword drawing is not a oh shit, you're a bad guy. He's drawing his sword and he's moving around you. This guy specifically. So he's drawing his sword and he's sort of moving around you to try and get between you guys and where you're running from. And he immediately says, "We need to get you some help."
I'm getting help. Get out of the way.
Oh.
Oh.
This other guy, he moves out of your way and he draws his sword as well. Wow. That was
Whoa,
fucking
how'd
cool.
you do that?
That was cool.
Ooh.
Is that the attack?
Yeah, he's got a couple different ones. Oh, and now he's all right. Good.
I can only make him do normal swing.
That's fucking cool. Oh, he died. He's dancing. He's having an epileptic seizure. Poor man.
So what does he say?
He doesn't say nothing. He just draws his sword and he hurries past on the other side. He's trying to do his job.
Outstanding. Good job.
Okay,
Call a
so if they leave
medic.
us alone, I'm going to try and continue leading the party to.
I didn't say that. But I'll let you finish your sentence because I think what you're about to say is I'm going to continue leading them to the tavern.
I was considering that. Yeah.
I'm
Yes.
going to give you guys a chance to roll initiative.
Okay.
Fuck.
Khutula, you're out of this one. Just because of your injured state.
Nat 20.
Understandably.
This is not going to be a full 100% combat, but we're going to pseudo hybrid 20. I see that. (22) and at 20 plus 2, which is a 22 and a 16. So, Anton. 22. Carlos. 22. Dragonborn's got 18. DB. 18 and GB. What's he got?
Wait, Khutula can't fight?
It's not that she can't fight. It's for the purposes of this, which is going to be a very hybridized, really fast thing that I'm doing here.
Okay.
She's not going because she's stuck in somebody's shoulders, so she
Oh.
voluntarily sort of gave up her. I don't
I-
want to say autonomy,
Okay,
but
I didn't know
yeah.
she was still being carried. Never mind.
Yeah,
She's probably in shock.
probably not having a good time.
I mean,
Very much not having a good time.
she probably
Suck the
feels like
poison.
shit. Because, like, not only did she get hit by an arrow, like, in the back, but it's also poisoned, so she's probably out of sorts at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's very much not good time.
Carlos is lucky he's a strong lad.
He ate his Wheaties.
Hell yeah.
Holy fucking shit! All right.
Maybe if Khutula had a balanced diet, this wouldn't have happened.
Oh no.
Ugh.
All right. So this is what happens as half of your party files past the two guards. They turn in and swing at. One of them swings back towards Anton, and one of them swings into sort of the mid party. And when I say swing, I mean like they change trajectories, not actually swinging their swords, but they're very obviously coming in to attack.
Oh, so they're turning on us already.
They let you get past. You're within a safety. They're within a comfortable, like, they're very easily sandwiching you. You have this chance to sort of do something. You can have your movement, but they're on you. But they telegraph too much, so you're aware of the fact that they're attacking.
So they're pulling swords. They're getting ready to attack. Correct.
They had
Well, they
drawn
already
their
had-
swords. They were moving past you, and you started moving your own way. And then, like halfway through the group of you moving past them, they turned and attacked you.
They kind of whirled on their feet and swung.
They didn't give you a chance to get away. Now you're
Okay.
right stuck in between
Wow.
them.
So I guess Anton gets to take his action first, or no?
So it's gonna Anton and Carlos have to roll off because you both got 22.
I got nat. Oh, that's
Matter. Initiative, sadly, doesn't matter about what you roll.
It was a nat
13.
20.
Carlos goes first, but I've got nat 20 as well.
Yeah. So the specifically for initiative rolls, rolling a natural 20, it just means that you got 20. Like there's no critical initiative successes.
You do not get critical initiative.
I didn't know if that gave me like an extra turn or not.
Nope. Sorry.
You get 2 turns.
Sometimes
That would be awesome.
nat 20s have an effect. Sometimes it literally just is you roll.
Sometimes it's a bad effect.
Well,
Yeah,
if at all possible, whoever this guard is that's attacking somebody in the middle of the party, I'm going to use Sentinel against him to make a free attack.
Okay, well,
No.
that will.
Oh.
It's Carlos who gets to go first.
Yeah.
Because Carlos said he got 13.
Yeah.
You got 10.
All right, so I'm moving to range of this asshole right here, and I fucking. Well, I draw my sword as I move towards him,
Yep.
and yeah, I stab at his fucking face because fuck that guy. Here we go.
All right, roll me your attack.
Critical failure.
Oh.
Critical failure. Okay. So due to your poisoned state, I'm gonna get you to roll me 2d10.
2d10.
2d10, because we don't have d100 yet. Still. At all.
Okay,
Actually, sorry, roll me a d20.
oh, okay.
My bad. I just want to confirm you're using a melee attack, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
16.
16. This is very very convenient. You pulled a muscle in your leg. Your movement is halved, and you're going to be losing your dex modifier to AC and initiative.
Oh, okay.
Shit.
That's not good.
No. I mean, to be
My
fair,
butt cheek.
you were yeah, my butt cheek. Oh my groin.
Okay. All right. Do I still get the rest of my turn?
Oh yeah, you still get your rest of your turn. Just remember that your movement is halved and you lose your dex modifier to AC and initiative.
So I moved 5 foot, so I had 25 feet. So I have like, I guess, rounding down, I'd have 10 feet left.
I'll say that you still have your 15. I'll be nice.
Okay, well, don't need too much. I'm just gonna take. Let me fucking line these guys up better. There. I'm just gonna fucking. Yeah, I'm gonna move back here.
All right.
And is that for the remainder of the fight or what?
It's going to be for the remainder of this encounter. A pulled muscle isn't just something that you take 2 deep breaths and shake off. You're going to have to complete a long rest to be able to reverse these negative effects.
Outstanding.
It's now Anton's turn, unless Carlos has anything else he...
Can't really do anything else.
Who's attacking me? Who's attacking the group?
You don't know that yet because time moves forward and not in a loop.
Okay, I'm going to pull my sword and I'm going to attack this one twice.
We are stuck in a loop.
And I'm probably going to use one of my maneuvers for this. Goading attack.
It's a on hit thing, right?
I want to say yes. Fucking trying to get that shit.
Yep. So if you hit, you can do it.
But yeah, I'll be making 2 attacks. The 14 plus 6.
20.
Yep.
Well, that hits.
All right. That's going to be a 1d8 plus 3. that's going to be 5 slashing for the first attack.
Okay.
I'm going to be making my second attack. Or, well, actually, no, let's apply goading to that. When you hit a creature with a weapon attack, you expend 1 superiority die to attempt to goad target into attacking you. You add the superiority die to the attack's damage. Okay, so incoming more damage. Fuck. Okay. Add 1 more damage. And then you need to make a wisdom saving throw.
I need to make a wisdom saving throw. All right.
Yes.
God is wisdom saving throw.
The guard he attacked.
It would probably be a 14 because I'm going to assume you're going to use your highest stat for it.
14 plus 1 is
Oh, hang on. Let's see.
15
plus
DC.
It's
14.
8 plus strength or dex plus proficiency.
Okay, well, he gets a 15. Whatever at the end of the day, he gets a 15.
God damn it.
They're equal then, aren't they? 8 plus 6 is 15.
8 plus 6 is 14.
Oh yeah.
Damn, dude.
Okay.
Hey, I pulled a muscle in my brain.
Hold his butt cheek. Leave him alone.
I'm in a lot of pain right here.
I'm going to make my second attack.
God damn, that was just a first attack?
Yeah, I'm a fighter, man.
Let's
Hey,
fucking
fighter.
go.
See, 5 plus 6, that's going to
11.
be 11. That probably doesn't hit.
11 does not hit.
Oh god, I'm considering.
Do you have a bonus action you can take?
Not a bonus action, I would say.
Then you probably can't do anything.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm pissed. Action surge.
Oh,
Action surge. You leave my fucking friends alone, you pieces of shit.
Hell yeah.
God
Oh.
damn it. I fucking hate my life sometimes.
Rolls are not with us today.
Oh, you can attack again.
Fuck it. I'm burning inspiration. That's not lucky. For my second attack.
Go, Anton, go.
Son of a bitch. I never get good inspiration rolls.
what did you
It's a 15.
15, yeah.
15 total hits.
Okay.
Maneuver?
I don't think I can take another maneuver. Because I can only do it once. Oh,
It's
wait, no,
once
I
per
action surged.
attack.
I action surged anyway, so even if it does. I'm going to try it for...
It is once per attack, so...
Let's see, we're going to go ahead and do regular attack here, along with another attempt at goading. See, that's 6 extra slashing. Let's try goading again. That is also 6 extra damage, so that's 12 damage. And you need to make another...
You kill him. You kill him. He dies. You kill him. Holy shit.
I'm gonna keep stabbing this man until he fucking dies.
You said 6. You're good.
And
Anton, the neutral good human being.
no, I am
It is neutral good to protect your friends.
I am not in a good mood. I am willing to... Yeah.
He's not lawful good.
I'm not lawful good. I am...
Motherfucker, instead of helping a wounded person, tried to attack them.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't think I can do anything else.
Are these town guards?
Okay, I can't take a bonus action. However, if the other guard attacks anybody, I will be using Sentinel on him. And if he takes any movement away from me, I will also use Sentinel.
Yeah.
Okay.
If he moves or attacks someone that isn't Anton.
Can we make this guy right here dead?
You mean like
Die.
this?
There, he dead. Oh god
You
damn
no,
it.
it's back
dead.
up again.
Fuck.
The Dragonborn
Zombie.
turns. Jesus Christ! The Dragonborn, with one hand, he is going to turn, and he's going to swipe at the guard. He's gonna move over. He's gonna swipe at the guard with one hand on his axe, and he hits. And he's gonna do my fucking. That's the one. One D8 is this one. Woo! You wow.
He just dead too.
1 plus his strength. All right. And he then attacks a second time. And he hits, and another one. Woo!
There we
Oh,
go.
yeah,
that's
this
more
guy's-
like-
Oh fuck yeah! Yeah, he dies too.
Fucking kill the guards before they can do anything.
Fucking one-handed. And he gives Khutula like a little squeeze with his arm to make sure she's still like conscious.
Ooh.
Passed out yet. A squeeze isn't like a fucking compression of the bicep to make sure like she responds, not like a fucking
Squeeze her butt cheek.
grab or anything.
No, stop it.
Butt cheek.
Happened to
He's got it. He's got a flex
Flustering
on Anton.
Maybe.
She kind of like whimpers or groans.
Oh.
Oh, there goes my alarm.
Good morning.
Okay, Carlos struggles to like resheath his rapier and takes kind of stumbling step forward and almost falls over.
Yeah, the guild boss reaches down to help up Carlos and say, "Oh, this is massively inconvenient. We're gonna have to get these bodies out of here. Someone will know what's going on."
I think we have bigger problems, don't you? The guard are in on it too.
He just starts like getting flummoxed, and you can actually roll insight, Carlos.
Sure. Oh my god.
God damn.
7.
Okay. Yeah, he's really focused on the fact that this is evidence. This is not how the guild. This is not how the guild does things. They don't leave behind bodies and evidence and stuff. And these two are.
Well, Theskar and Anton are still able. Have them carry the bodies somewhere.
Yeah, he Theskar will pick up this body here, and he'll just start fucking dragging it over to the alley.
Anton's gonna grab the other one.
Okay.
I thought you said that the guards were. I thought you said you had the guards in your pockets. What is this madness?
The guild boss turns and looks at you, and you catch a glint from his eye in the light of the fallen torch. One of the torch that was on the ground that one of the guards had dropped. He says, "They were more than just in our pockets. One of those was my friend. I was the godfather to his child."
What?
Hell yeah,
How
dude.
can that? What? Carlos is like really shocked by that news. Like friends turning on friends. That's. I must
We need to get out of here. There's nothing safe left in this city for us. Or at least
make
nothing for me.
Come on, we need to move.
This is So
Make sure to snuff out those torches too.
Well, the torch is like back here, so someone's gonna have to go back and snuff it.
We've already put the bodies over here. I mean, if the torches, we just need to fucking leave.
Well, then lead the way.
Anton continues to lead the group this way.
Fuck over there.
Okay, who's next in the order of things? Carlos, I need either a line or I need to know who's moving at what order.
remember,
Even if it's a
Carlos is
gigantic
slow.
wedge.
I'm slow now, but the guild boss is helping me, so I'm assuming he can keep me moving at normal speed as long as he's helping.
He'll keep you moving at normal speed as long as he's helping.
hell
No. Okay, Khutula, I want you to flip a coin. Somebody
What?
give Khutula a coin.
Oh, god damn it.
We have no coins.
Boy,
Chris.
howdy.
There's no
Hey,
coins.
this peanut M&M.
Hang on, I got you a coin. Here's a quarter. Flip this quarter.
You have all the coins.
Okay.
Choose heads or tails. Flip it again. Choose heads or tails.
I pick tails.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay. Zoom. What's your AC?
14.
Whoa.
Why?
God damn it.
You get hit again.
Son of a bitch.
Where the fuck is he?
Wait, how is that guy
The
mounted
damage,
on the
but
wall?
You're down. You're unconscious.
He
Khutula
has
gets hit a
wall
fucking
hacks.
second time and she's unconscious.
The fuck?
Luckily, Khutula is still in the arm of this Dragonborn. I want... Basically, actually, it's only really Carlos. Carlos, I need you to roll perception.
Fuck. I'm in pain. Leave me alone. Oh my god, these... I need to do dice. Fucking,
Okay.
11, I guess.
Khutula, nobody knows you've been shot. So you're unconscious. I just want you to know you're unconscious and nobody knows you've been shot. The only reason they knew you got shot the first time is because you fell off a wall. This time, there's nothing that really shows anybody that you've been shot.
He didn't even feel it through his shoulder. God damn.
Well,
He has too many muscles in the way.
I
I'm
know.
gonna say,
And I quote, she's dance.
My god.
Hey, the
Nice.
starting weight for Dragonborn was like fucking 178 pounds or some shit, so I scaled
Listen,
it down because I was
I
shorter.
just want to point out that volume and density are two different things.
The fuck are you talking about?
Can I, like, roll again after we've made some distance to notice?
Yeah, just make some distance for me.
Okay.
Isaac, are you legitimately on that street? I'm totally okay if you are legitimately on this street. I'm just asking.
Make it that far. Can I roll again?
Yes.
How many streets are there? Like,
This
or how
is-
many ways from the?
There's three. The
And
tavern
I'm
is
gonna
at a
I'm gonna
crossroads.
roll.
Wow, I don't
D6.
fucking notice again.
There's a thoroughfare that intersects with this road.
Oh,
What
was that a
your,
nat
sorry, what
one?
was your perception?
Yeah, it was a 1. I don't notice. I'm in too much pain.
Yeah. Okay. Isaac. What's your result?
Sorry, I was heading the other way.
Okay, cool. That's fine. I'll let you guys gonna continue down a little bit more.
Okay.
But at this point in time, Vinshenzo, I either need to know your passive perception or I'd like for you to roll perception.
I'll do passive perception, which is 15.
Smart guy.
Well, because I'm not like expecting anyone to be like fighting off assassins right now.
Right?
Oh,
Yeah.
they're taking care of their business somewhere in the city.
Alright. I'm gonna roll again for perception. Eventually it has to give me a good roll, right?
Surely they're all capable of handling that.
Okay, so that's a little bit better. 15.
Everything you still can't find this attacker.
Okay, do I notice that fucking Khutula's been shot?
Or like the direction
Yes,
the
that's
fire
the
is coming
perception of
from.
There's a
18,
second-
so-
Hey, one at a
there's a
time,
second-
please, Christ.
There's a second coral sticking out of Khutula.
When the Khutula's been hit again.
Anton immediately snaps over.
I didn't see it happen. I just noticed it's there.
The Dragonborn starts to shake and jostle her, and he says, "She's asleep.
Hopefully she's
She's
just
been
asleep and
knocked
not. Are you sure? Can you feel a pulse?
He rounds on you with some level of startling ferocity that, while he's been a dick so far, he hasn't actually been pissed, but you can, without any sort of expertise, know that this individual is now fucking pissed, and he's directing it all at you.
I am not a nursemaid. I do not sit and milk young. What kind of question is that to me?
Does it fucking matter right now? Move.
Well, you seem so sure of yourself. But Anton has the right of it. Let's go.
Oh, God damn it. I'm trying to figure out if I want to move to the back because we're getting shot from the fucking rear.
Are you though?
You don't know that.
We don't know where we're getting shot from. It could be from the
True.
rooftop.
I'm just going to keep moving. Yeah, I'm just going to keep moving. We need to get moving.
It could be God for all we know. He could be directly above us.
Could be. You don't know.
Calhoun, please tell me.
Calhoun, please.
Now's probably a good time for a sign.
Speaking of, hang on.
Oh.
Too many friends online. I didn't think that would ever be a problem for me.
Fuck them. We're your real friends.
What do they want? Fuck off.
No,
Busy.
I was trying to secretly send Khutula a message, but fucking roll a death saving throw.
Oh yeah, I'm invisible.
Yeah, that's why I couldn't find you.
Oh, thank God.
I didn't want everybody to see this. I wanted it to be silent in the background.
Yeah,
Just
I
like,
understand.
why is Khutula rolling? Here, let me get that for you. There you go.
Okay, it's fine. Okay, cool.
Chris could roll the death saving roll and then tell Khutula the result, or not.
I don't want to take control over the specific life and death of a character like that. I don't mind throwing monsters and assassins and weird things at you, but I don't want to be the one to roll that third death saving throw. I don't want to be that one who does
She's
that
on her
to
third
any of these
already?
characters. No, but I don't want to.
I know, I'm
I
just
don't want to
kidding.
be part of that. Okay, good. It would feel very bad if I was the one who rolled the killing throw. Any hoozles. So I'm gonna let you guys get to this corner for something crazy.
Do I see Vin?
Well, you can roll perception for that specifically.
Oh, that lazy fuck.
While I prepare this.
He's sad.
You
He's
are
a sad fuck.
You are searching everywhere. You're madly looking for a killer. So
Nat 20.
wow.
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 Vin, help.
What's your nat 20 plus what? This matters.
Oh.
21.
He has
21?
21 vision.
I have +1 to perception.
Wow. Okay.
So yeah.
You see two figures on the rooftops. One of them is Vinshenzo.
Wait. 2.
Where's the other one?
The other one. Just give me a second here. I'm making the other one.
How can he see what isn't there?
a shadowy figure.
Shadowy figure, and he's on this rooftop. And I will state that you see him, but he disappears. Not in the sense that he vanishes from existence, but he disappears over the peak of the roof. He runs out of sight.
Oh.
If there's one off that way.
Did we see which did Anton see which direction he ran?
Only Anton has seen this figure, and he has seen this figure dash out of sight. And for exaggerated simplicity, so that we're all aware, the roof looks kind of like this. And he fucked off over here.
We need to stay on the left side here. There's one up on the roof.
Did you call out to Vin?
Yeah. Vin!
Do I hear Anton?
As I'm frantically flailing my arm.
You definitely hear Anton screaming screaming your name at the top of his voice as he runs down a road.
His ears fond. Does he even bother looking? That's the first question we should ask. Does he turn and look?
I'm laying down up against the chimney of the tavern.
Do you address Anton at all, or do you dismiss him?
I want to, but I don't think I do.
Okay, all right.
This is not even the first question I have. The question I have is, does Vinshenzo look? Does he even turn his head and look?
Yeah.
Because that's kind of important. Okay,
would I see down into the street from the middle
you would
of
see
the
the
roof?
entire thing. You would see down. It's sloped enough, and they're running at enough of an angle in terms of where the roof slope is, that you see Anton followed by a gigantic fucking orc, followed by a dragonborn carrying Khutula, followed by Carlos, who's like hop skipping, supported by what looks like to be a fucking rugby player in people clothes.
I'm doing my best to get his attention. Help!
And black rugby people aren't people.
Did he have a?
You don't have.
Does he have a chance to say? I would not respond the first time. Does he? Am I still hearing him like cry for help, like more than once?
As long as Anton decides to scream your name, you will hear it.
I'm not being subtle.
If you want to ignore him and roll around and do anything else you want, that's fine. I just wanted to make sure that Vinshenzo, the character, that you knew that if Vinshenzo turned his head to look, that he saw the scene. As long as that's.
I slowly get to my feet and look at Anton.
So by the time Vin gets to his feet, Carlos has called out to him now. Vin, I think Khutula is dying.
Help Khutula, damn it.
Vin grabs the bridge of his nose with his fingers and rubs his eyes. He walks to the edge of the roof. Well, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I just stand on the roof, I guess.
Done easy.
How far is this? Like 5...
This is not to scale. This is not perfectly to scale.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, somewhere around here.
They're going to be 70, 80 feet away from you.
Oh, okay. I don't think Healing Word goes that far. Let's find out.
1, 2, 3.
No, it doesn't. Cool. Alright, I just stand looking at them on the side of the roof.
Knight.
Huh?
Are you looking at Khutula at any point in time? Are you paying any attention to her at any point in time?
I'd like to. Just kind of checking on her for a moment.
Yeah, fucking bet you would.
I think we all...
So sorry, okay?
We all knew the answer to that question.
Of course I would. I'm sorry.
So you
Oh, I guess I didn't
are
need to roll.
going to notice that Khutula's body is softly shimmering.
Oh,
What?
How
Oh, no.
queer.
No, only Anton. This is only Anton is able to notice that Khutula's body is softly shimmering.
He starts shaking, realizing this. Is he able to identify what this shimmering is?
You've never witnessed this before ever in your life.
Oh my god. Quickly rushes over here. Vin, get the fuck off the roof and help!
Wow.
Help Khutula!
The guild boss, standing while propping up with Carlos, starts like really urgently, like, "We need to get inside. There's no time for this. We're not safe out here." And he starts pulling Carlos towards the tavern. He's like, "Doop, doop, 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 doop." Well, probably like there, but yeah, he's like pulling Carlos towards the tavern, and Thuscar is now sort of looking back behind everybody because no one's paying attention back there. He doesn't actually have a big axe or anything. It's not as intimidating as this figurine suggests.
Oh yeah.
So does Vin help?
Does Vin help? No, I'm standing on the edge of the roof, like looking down at you, like trying to figure out what the actual hell is going on, and like seeing if like I recognize these people that I've never fucking seen before, and whether or not they're like like hostile to you and whatever.
Oh my god.
I don't know what's happening.
Once again, the guild boss looks like he is like supporting Carlos. It looks like he's helping Carlos move forward. The Dragonborn is carrying Khutula, who does not seem to be awake, and there's a very large orc who is like protectively walking at the back. So, in terms of just visuals alone, that is what you see.
Yes.
And Anton's screaming at you and panicked.
Yes, you see Anton screaming at you.
Vin kneels down on the side of the roof to talk to Anton. What mess have you all been tangled up in this time?
Heal her!
She's too far away. Magic is a very fine art, Anton. I know you
God damn it, we don't have time for this, man. Fucking walking over here.
Ah, thank you very much, Mr. Greycastle. Please stand by.
Oh, god damn it.
What's your AC?
19.
What has happened,
Right,
Anton?
I'm gonna let you roll. I'm gonna let you
keep talking to me instead of
fucking in your shield. However your shield is held, you accidentally or unconsciously move it just a fraction, and that fraction is enough to block a quarrel that was aimed for your heart.
Oh.
He yells,
Vinshenzo, this is like an audible ka-thunk that even you are able to see that a fucking crossbow bolt just embedded itself in Anton's shield.
He yells, fuck.
I take off onto the other side of the roof.
You chicken shit.
Yes!
I don't know where he is either, Anton.
No!
Oh wow, thanks for bringing this to me.
Could have easily passed that. Yeah.
No, I can't. She's more than 60 feet away, you fuckers.
Oh my god.
cast the thing.
Help us.
Can we get inside now? I'm sure we can get inside before he reloads, right?
Yeah, please, God,
Yep,
please let us get inside.
I'll state that you're able to make it inside before another shot is fired.
Can I climb in through a window?
You can.
I climb in through a window.
It's late enough that the main the tavern is devoid of.
Ideally, the window of my room.
Okay, you climb in through the window of your room. You are now in your room.
Yeah.
The main tavern hall is devoid of patrons. However, there is a bartender who is washing up some of the tables and generally cleaning up at the end of the night. He's very startled to see what is going on. And he just sort of stands still in the corner of the room with a rag in his hand and slowly dripping onto the floor. And Vinshenzo comes down the stairs shortly after.
Once they're in safety, Anton is going to look at Khutula again, just terrified.
Okay.
Does the shimmering get worse?
Let's find out.
Clear off the table and put her down.
I sprint to the door and lock it. Is there a lock on the door that I can lock?
Yeah, there's a very simple bolt, but it's not like a key lock. It's just a latch.
Okay.
A latch that'll keep it from opening.
I do that.
The shimmering has stopped, and in fact, Khutula's eyes open. She is not in a good state though.
Khutula, holy shit.
Oof, ugh.
Barkeeper, we need clean towels or rags.
And rum.
And alcohol to disinfect.
It's totally the reason.
And for the pain.
Anton's going to turn to Vin. Can you heal Khutula?
Devon, I think we do have a generic tavern thing.
I walk.
Is it still?
Does the barkeeper just ignore me?
Sorry, I'm doing a
Yes.
couple things in the background. I heard that you ordered the barkeeper to do things. He just sort of stands still, frozen in shock, like he's
a tavern.
Yeah. I thought I had one, and then I asked Devon, and then I realized that he gave me the power to find my own powers. So
It is a
thank
fine
you, Devon, for giving me this
establishment.
little bag.
Oh, hey, it's this tavern again.
No, it's a totally different tavern. Shut up. It's fine.
All right,
Help us
fucking
clean
Carlos would kind of get like upset at the barkeeper who's like just standing there, and he'd turn to Thuskar and Anton, who aren't really doing much. Quick, find some clean rags or something for us. We need to clean out these wounds.
So the Dragonborn. Sorry. Okay. fully caught up to all my little background shenanigans. Big. Somebody can make that tavern big as I explain what's about to happen.
We cannot.
Oh, can you not?
We do not have scale permission,
Oh, okay.
which is
know that.
probably for the best.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I'll make it big then. So the Dragonborn carrying Khutula immediately takes his arm and just plows off a bunch of like plates and cups,
Oh, that's
smashing
not me.
into the floor, and brings them clattering down onto the floor. Oh shit, Jesus!
Did you just like strip off all of his plate armor?
What? No.
No.
Oh,
Plates
plates,
and
like as in
cups.
okay.
Plates and
I'm
cups.
like, what
all
the fuck is he about to do to Khutula?
I was about to say, oh fucking what?
Quick, before we die. Anyways,
The only way to save you.
Oh wait, is
God.
this tavern anatomically correct?
Yes, I will say that this tavern is anatomically correct. Because
I would also
it's so much
lock
nicer
this
having a
door.
visual. So Khutula is now
And
on
this
this table.
door.
So, we'll make it this table because I like circles. We'll stand around the circle.
Have I locked both doors?
You have successfully locked both doors.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, there's only the two. There are those two windows, but they are windows. Yeah, and the tavern keep, he's like hanging out, like here. Bring him into the scene. He's a nice young man. Anyways, yeah, so they throw it up. Thuskar, sorry, the guild boss is going to go over and try and find some rags for you. He deposits Carlos sort of nearby, expecting that Carlos is probably just going to get up and do his own thing anyways. And he runs off to try and help something. Oh my god. Here's Cecilia is the bartender.
Cecilia, you're back.
Look, the
And you're a vampire. No.
Everyone's least favorite friend.
Anton.
Get her out of here.
Anton, come give me a hand here.
What's Carlos asking?
As you guys are doing,
You come over here.
Thuskar is going to put a hand on her forehead and do a quick little medical examination, and he's going to look over at Anton, and he's going to say,
I think she stopped breathing.
What?
Oh my.
And Anton, you can see the shimmer again.
He starts trying to think. God damn it! Where's any anti-venom when you fucking need it? So Carlos, probably getting rags, quickly goes over to help him because that's probably gonna get the poison out.
Okay. Yep.
He doesn't.
You grab some rags.
And we're gonna
Can
return.
Can you please try to do something for Khutula? Anton, I need you to.
I'm gonna focus in on Anton as you guys, I assume, are like frantically trying to figure out how to save Khutula. But this part very specifically plays into Anton. Anton, the world seems to take a back seat in your consciousness for a moment.
Oh
The
my.
sounds of your friends frantically trying to save Khutula grow into a murmur. They fade into a muffled ambience in the back of your head, and the only thing that really stays in focus for you is Khutula, who is lying on her back on this table quite peacefully.
Probably be on her side, honestly.
She's on her back.
She has arrows in her back.
Yes. And Thuskar, the fucking orc, rolled her onto her back because he's a retard.
God. Jesus Christ.
And he rolled her onto her back so he could do like a physical examination of her to check her airway, breathing, pulse, all that kind of ABCs of orc first aid. So Khutula lying on her back, the shimmer that Anton can see begins to rise up out of Khutula, and it actually takes almost a ghostly appearance of her, a spiritual copy of Khutula, and it sits up. Its lower part of its body is still seems to be like within Khutula, as almost as though a ghostly version of her sat up in her place.
It's a ghost.
Only Anton can see this.
I know.
And it almost makes this soft echo of loneliness and sadness that makes the room a little bit colder.
He's shaking in fear. No, it's not her time.
What do you do?
So she's just like raising from her body at this point. No, there must be something. He frantically looks for for answers to his question. Just is there any way he can save her?
The mask that you wear starts to itch.
Oh no.
It just starts to itch and sort of like burn, but not burn in like a painful way, but it becomes like you're drawn into focusing of the fact that the mask is on your face, and it feels like it's never felt before. It feels kind of uncomfortable, irritable, but not to a painful level.
Oh, okay. Shit.
This ghostly after image that you can see of Khutula starts looking around the room.
He raises his hand. He raises his hand to the ghostly figure.
Its attention is fixed on you at your movement.
He tries to grab onto her hand.
Okay.
The ghostly figure's hand, just fear still fear struck.
Okay. Well, while you do not actually make contact with her, she does react to you sort of reaching your hand out.
Oh.
And the ghostly image asks you in a Khutula voice, which will sound exactly like Khutula, asks, "Is it time to go?"
Oh.
No, please no.
What are you gonna do, Anton?
Anton's about to break down.
He is.
Push her back in her body.
Is it
We
my
can't
go?
stay.
No, it's
Let's fucking
This is-
do
this is-
this.
It's not time to go.
Anton for the moment right now.
Okay, I'm captivated by this touching moment.
It's
Oh, you don't notice this. This is basically happening in Anton's mind in like
It's
the briefest of instant as you guys are all sitting there like, oh, get the things. Hey, Vin, fucking do some healing word or some stupid shit. Somebody get Rags. Oh my god, she's dying. What the fuck are you doing? Put her in her bag. Like all this crazy chaos is happening, and for Anton specifically, he is out of reality almost.
So we
It's
don't
not-
see Anton move at all.
Well, he's just kind of, for you guys, he's just kind of standing there staring at the body of his friend.
I would
So we
do
don't see it
healing
like
word.
we don't see him like swipe above her body or anything to try to grab her invisible hand that we don't see.
He's not, you're not, you probably do see him doing that.
Okay, so he is acting out his act. That's what I'm trying to get to. Is it in his
Yeah.
head, or is he acting out the actions
No,
in the real
he is-
world and people could see him do it?
He is actually doing that. And whether
Okay.
or not you think Carlos would notice this, or is he too concerned with other things, I'm not gonna meta that or railroad it. But yeah, anything Anton does, you can see him do, and anything he says, you can hear him say. But from the perspective of anything that happens to the ghostly form of Khutula, you guys don't see this.
It's not your time yet, he tells her.
Can I do healing word?
Yes, you can. I'm gonna let this happen at the same time.
I cast healing word as a 3rd level spell,
Okay.
which means I get to roll 3d4. Aw, well, they all rolled there. 7.
No. You can re-roll that if you want. That got interrupted by an obstacle, and
Okay.
I feel like that's a fair thing to
I'll
re-roll.
re-roll it. Hell yeah, 9.
9. Okay.
Do you get any modifier to it?
I don't know.
I am not going to say one way or another what brings Khutula back to awakenness.
Oh,
but I will say
D4
that
plus
I
my
will say
spellcasting ability, which I don't know what that
Okay.
is. I've never known.
well, your healing word does work, and she does regain hit points the way healing word does happen. But at the same time, from Anton's perspective, as he says, it's not yet your time, and I assume you're like trying to gesture her back, like please go back in or something like that. I don't know what
It's-
Anton's doing.
It's not your time and tries to to bring her back to her body.
How do you do this? I'd like to know the physical motion that Anton uses for the sake of the audience.
Continuing to try and hold on to her hand, I try to grab the other one and try to lay her back into her body.
Get back inside.
Well, she does.
thing
She
back-
does cooperate, and the second that the ghostly afterimage of Khutula that you're interacting with sort of collides fully with her body, and I assume you're helping her down.
Yes.
Is assumption. So the second that it interposes itself with her body, Khutula wakes up and her eyes open. And Khutula,
So
you are awake and alive now.
so
You're not good, but you're awake.
She starts just
So
like
just-
hacking up a fucking lung and
just so that everyone has the
spilling over.
scene,
Yeah.
Khutula snaps her eyes open, and then she just sees Anton like leaning
Like-
over her.
Like hovering over you, like, hey.
It's the first thing she sees.
As I cast a healing word, I would whisper words of Sylvan into my hand and then touch Khutula's forehead and say, dearest Khutula, you do not have any business being tied up in these fool's errands. Poor thing.
Oh.
he's still trying to like process what the fuck just happened, and she still has fucking arrows in her back and is laying on her back, so she rolls over to her side and it's just like
Did
coughing, keeled over.
Did ghostly Khutula actually witness any of that? I'm curious. Does she actually remember anything vividly?
Khutula will not know anything about what she's really experienced. Not know like she did not experience what you experienced.
Oh, okay.
So Khutula might have some fuzzy feeling or some strange thing, but she is literally just finished not dying. So
Did the,
to immediately recall the circumstances of your soul departing your body, I feel as though maybe takes a moment or two to really process. Yeah.
Does the healing word like push the bolts out as it heals the body?
I would assume
Squirts the bolts out.
I would assume
Don't
that
say it like that.
yeah, it doesn't like the fucking bolts out or anything. They don't ooze out. I feel like the any bleeding that was in place has stopped bleeding, and the wound itself is not gone because the arrows are still in her, but she's no longer bleeding, and her skin or her scales probably don't have this a sickly I'm gonna die soon because somebody poisoned me pallor.
Somebody get those bolts out of her. Just grab as high up as you can and pull straight.
Seeing that Khutula's back alive, his sadness just kind of turns to like tears of joy. Did he manage to actually bring her back? He told himself to feel like he finally has control over something like that, to finally get to decide.
No, it was all me, Anton.
Fuck you.
Cool, we saved her anyway.
Oh my god.
Have fun with those bolts in your back.
You get these fucking arrows out of me?
So the Dragonborn's gonna leap into this one. He's gonna produce for Khutula a very ornate dagger, and he's going to urge her to bite down on the dagger.
Oh.
He's gonna say, "This is gonna hurt."
Vin turns away and walks away.
She like mutters like it already fucking hurts before she bites down on it.
He's gonna fucking yank the bolts out one by one, and then, because he's a fucking Dragonborn, he is going to produce enough of a flame. He's gonna breathe enough fire onto his axe, and he's gonna press the flat of the axe against the wound to cauterize it. The two wounds.
His
The
axe
bolts
is
didn't
just
spit
hot?
out.
Motherfucker! He's a fucking Dragonborn that breathed fire onto the axe. I just explained that.
I'm sorry, I missed that. I apologize.
Okay, that's fair. That's okay. Yeah, no, he did the classic Braveheart fucking.
If her hand's nearby, I'm gonna hold on to that hand.
Ooh.
Oh.
Your hand is now bleeding from claws literally digging into you, and
He's gonna
Ow.
fuck off back and start watching the door.
Anton takes 2 points of damage.
But lucky me, heavy armor master at 0.
Oh, God.
Khutula dulls her own claws against the armor.
Anyways, the wounds get dressed and further sort of taken care of by the orc, who just mutters under his breath a whole bunch as he fucking toils over Tula. So your wounds stabilized. You're not out of the water, but you ain't poisoned anymore, and you don't got things sticking into you. So that's pretty good.
Plus, you have whatever
Sticking.
healing you got, which was like
It was 9 plus my spellcasting ability, which I'll let somebody else tell me what that is. Hell yeah.
I guess we'll never know.
That's charisma for Bard, right?
Bard is
Yeah.
charisma.
Anton is still trying to process just what happened.
So is it like a number plus charisma plus that, or is it just charisma plus what he rolled?
9 plus his charisma modifier, I believe.
Yeah.
you know what I'm gonna say? I'm gonna say that getting those bolts fucking pulled out of me and cauterize is gonna remove whatever healing I got from the fucking
But he
charisma
gave
bonus.
That's up to you to decide.
Hell yeah.
I have decided
Like
I have 9
13.
HP.
it would have been like 13. Whatever.
Anton is talking to the ghost again.
No! I already told you it's not your time. Get back in.
Not to cause a fuss or anything, but now that Khutula is no longer at death's door, would someone mind helping me out?
What is it that you're doing again?
He's shot
I
in
have
the
an
ass.
arrow in my thigh.
Oh, right, yeah. The orc will come over and tend to you. He'll remove the arrow, and
Standing.
he'll also stabilize you so that you are no longer under the effects of poison.
Does that mean I get that HP back?
Yeah, he'll. What is healing word again? 3d4.
Whoa. I'm not casting Healing Word on Carlos.
1d4 plus
I'm not asking
spellcasting
if
modifier
you're
with
doing
extra
it, the
d4
orc is
for
going to-
spell slot level.
Healing Word as a first level spell is only 1d4.
So you get 1d4 per spell slot level?
Yes.
Okay. So what's he casted at? That's your answer.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to double.
I cast my most powerful Healing Word because I felt bad for Khutula.
Was Carlos getting help then?
Yeah, that works.
Carlos is getting 2d4.
2D's nuts.
2d4 plus his spellcasting modifier.
Yes, so 3 and 2 is 5, plus 4 is 9.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So Khutula got 13 HP then? Hell yeah, dude.
And then Carlos got 9. Cool. Okay, you've all been stabilized or any of that.
Oh, we have to assume that whoever's been shooting at us knows we're here.
Fantastic.
Anton just kind of mutters the orc's name, Thusker.
Did Vin say that out loud?
Yes.
Sorry to inconvenience you, Vin. Would you have rather we died on the streets?
Well, you're making quite an effort of it. I don't know if I can keep you alive if you keep
If I keep existing, if I keep just existing, Vin, is that what you're trying to tell me?
perhaps.
If I keep walking around the streets, I'm gonna die.
Perhaps. I think you've done more than just walk about town.
Wait a minute. Where's Isaac?
I saw him walk the same road you were following. I don't know.
Hopefully whoever's out there doesn't realize he's with us, otherwise he'll be in a lot of trouble.
Yes, hopefully one of us can enjoy a peaceful night.
The guild, Are
If
you
only we
guys
had some way of
yelling at each
warning
other
him.
from other side of the tavern room?
Yeah, fuck it. At this
Yes.
point.
Okay.
We don't care.
I'm sitting at the
Well,
bar.
the guild boss is gonna interject and he's gonna say, "Your friend should probably be safe. If he wasn't spotted with any of you, then they'll probably not be looking for him."
Tusker.
Oh, so I'm implicated now. That's wonderful.
Well, you were on the rooftop, so...
Yes, bothering no one, Carlos.
If you were inside like a normal person, he wouldn't know you're here, would he?
Yes, and maybe Khutula would have died. Oh.
Oh.
Tusker.
Khutula was gifted a ornate dagger.
Yes. Thusker turns to Anton.
Hell yeah.
I saw it.
He's going to just stare directly at you with no expression change on his face.
I brought her back. He just kind of says to him while just still holding onto her hand.
Vin sighs heavily.
He scratches one of his teeth. He like picks at his fingernail using one of his teeth. And he looks at the mask and he creeps over to you. Just kind of shuffles right up into your face. And he takes a long fingernail and he kind of tries to embed it under the corner of your mask and flip it out, but it's still cemented to your face. And he takes a step or two back and starts picking at his teeth again.
Well, that's probably not it then. Maybe they have to die completely.
And then he looks at Khutula.
Why couldn't you die?
I saw her ghost. I brought her back. And he just tries to just reiterate again, just trying to still process again the experience and the fact that this is even happening at all.
Yes, but the mask is not meant to bring people back. It's meant to carry them on to the next life.
He looked at him, a bit confused by this. So then he thinks about the statements in which just were said.
Oh my god.
And he basically says, she asked me if it was time to go. And I said it wasn't her time yet.
Thuskar, in the middle of you talking, is just gonna turn around and like walk over to the guild boss, and then look at him, and then just kind of walk over to like a corner, probably right here, and he's just gonna sit down and like just kind of look around like he's done before. In the middle of you, like he's lost, and he's just whatever, and he's shuffled off.
He begins to question with what he just said, though. It was meant to carry them on. And Anton began to start questioning himself. Did he do a wrong? Was it wrong to say that it wasn't her time? And just kind of pushes the thoughts aside and just, at least for now. Calhoun is real, though. He very much is.
Hell yeah.
The guild boss calls over to Carlos and says, "I hate to break up your impromptu drinking session, but while we might be out of danger right now, we still have to leave the city. What's the plan?"
Carlos would take another sip of the drink before placing the bottle heavily onto the table. Easy for you to say, you haven't just been shot. But as for our plan, I think going outside tonight is suicide. We won't be able... If we're lucky, we'll see where he shoots from as he kills us. I think we'll be safer if we try to barricade the tavern, bunker down for the night, and try to leave during the day. I don't know.
I wonder what the boss has to say.
That an assassin would just sit outside and siege a tavern in the middle of a city. That seems... I mean, I wouldn't do that, but then again, they aren't the guild.
Exactly. So if we barricade everything and prevent him from entering, what other recourse does he have?
Just give me 1 second.
What the fuck is going on?
What is going on over there?
What's going on?
Additionally, we know he is very skilled in... Is he still there?
Oh.
Chris. Guess not.
I don't know. I pour myself a glass of brandy behind the bar and walk back and sit down at the bar.
Question is, does anything else happen tonight? And I guess the next question is, after Thusker's comment, does this fucking mask kill me or change me in any way?
Suddenly a horse-bound carrot just comes crashing through the cavern.
And then just like the ferryman shows up to me, "You deprived me of soul. Then take mine instead, damn it."
All right, sorry, where were we?
Carlos was about to add. Additionally, we know he's very skilled with that crossbow. If he does come inside, I'd say we'd probably have an advantage. He wouldn't be able to keep his distance as well. I don't know, unless anyone has any better ideas.
Pipes up at this moment and he says,
"What's happened to the men in the window?"
No idea. We didn't go that way. And we couldn't see anything due to Khutula's spell.
There may be more of them out there. And if our friends are their friends too, we might have as many enemies in the daylight as we do at night.
I agree, it's a catch-22. Either we leave now and risk getting picked off as we try to escape in the night, or we wait and try to survive and perhaps able to escape into the crowds in the morning. It's either way, it's dangerous.
Yes, I too do not enjoy catching 22 things at once.
Carlos would kind of like turn and look at him.
He's very pensive. He's equated your difficult situation to the concept of catching 22 things. Like, yeah, this is as hard as catching 22 things at once. This guy's right. Like, he's very like, yeah, that makes sense.
All right, Carlos would decide to based on what's happened tonight. Carlos would not question and just accept the logic and appreciate that he at least understands the logic of it enough that it's a hard decision.
You simple fool. Yeah. Okay. So I will tell you straight up that nothing happens until until Isaac gets back from his walk. Isaac, you run for a walk, and you get back to the tavern.
The door is locked.
The door is locked.
Wait, how long? How long?
Walk over to a window and go,
10 minutes.
yo,
10
excuse me,
minutes
what the
after you
fuck?
guys, like finish fucking around, Isaac shows up
Okay.
and knocks on the door, and then apparently goes over to the window and looks in. And Isaac does what he does.
Carlos would be too far away to notice.
Anton might be close enough.
Well, Isaac,
Which
the door is
window?
locked.
This window? Because you'd have to look through 2 windows. Oh, that
Isaac
window.
is over. Yeah, he's on the south side. That's not a window. This is a window here. This is a window here. And this is just a wall.
These are
all-
window.
Isaac is unfamiliar with windows.
To be fair,
We don't
you
have
grew up
these in
the
my
middle of
village.
nowhere. Yeah. What is this thing
Alright.
you call window?
Based on how I can tell, me and Vin are facing the wrong way. Thuscar and the guild boss and Khutula and Anton might be able to see him.
Thuscar is gonna point at the window and say,
There's a man in the window.
I love it.
Vin would
Anton looks
turn
over.
around and ask if it's an assailant.
I don't know, what is Isaac doing in this window?
Waving, probably.
Isaac's
tapping
Knocking,
on it?
waving,
Okay.
taking the occasional swing, waiting for someone to fucking notice.
He seems very drunk.
Actually, I would see Isaac
Perhaps,
from there. I have
perhaps
dark
he wishes to
vision.
quench his thirst.
Perhaps he wants to quench his thirst.
I sit back down.
You don't even say it's Isaac?
No.
No. This is what Thuscar is. Thuscar's pointing at the window and saying, "Hey, there's a drunk man outside. He looks thirsty."
Anton, seeing that Khutula, at least for now, is safe, is going to leave her alone for a minute. Just glad that, oh my god, she's alive. Walks over this direction and sees Isaac out the fucking window. And then he points towards the door. You know, the door where he was trying to get in before it was locked, and Anton starts walking off that direction.
As you walk towards the door, you hear the orc cry,
Why are you opening that door?
It's he calls back. It's like, it's Isaac, another one of our companions.
the Dragonborn will move into sort of give you a hand. He's backing you up.
What a small
Okay.
guy.
He's got your buddy battle back.
Anton's going to open the door for Isaac and try to usher him in, and once he gets in, try to close the door and lock it.
Isaac can't get in. You
Oh.
opened one door. There's two.
My god, it's an airlock!
Yeah.
Okay, fine. We get through that one. We get to this one. We repeat the action. Ah! I let him in.
But what else comes in the door with you, Isaac?
I don't know. Is there anyone around?
Oh, no.
Son of a bitch.
I'm kidding.
I mean, it
just wanted
makes
to hear-
sense.
I wouldn't put it
Well,
past
it
you.
would. Yeah. So it's late. It's nighttime, deep into the night, and this has all happened.
So nothing actually, like, no arrows come flying in, right?
No. I was just being
Okay.
a shit disturbing asshole.
Okay. Once Isaac's inside, I'm gonna lock the door.
Why are you locking the door?
We've had
Why
assassins.
was the door locked?
We've had assassins attack us.
The Dragonborn is going to urge you to maybe have this conversation farther inside the tavern as he is waiting at the inside door to.
Yes, please. Let's come in. Come on. Kind of gestures Isaac in.
And then he closes and shuts that door.
And then
Closes
once
the mall,
he's,
I should say.
we need to be careful. These assassins, they hit Carlos and especially Khutula really bad, but they seem like they're going to be okay. And walks back over to sit next to Khutula again. Back over here.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Does anybody want to do anything else for the remainder of the night?
Couldn't hear you.
So does anybody else have any actions they want to do for the remainder of the night?
Does Nephis show up?
No.
No, that's why I've just realized that we spent 3 hours and poor fucking Devon has just sat here and listened. I now want to be able to fast forward to the night so we can look at Nephis and see what happens, because Nephis is going to come into town and finally Nephis gets to do something.
No,
I'm sorry,
won't,
Devon.
because
I'm
gonna leave in 2 minutes when the session's over.
Okay, never mind. He won't. I'm sorry. I
Oh.
wasted your time for 3 hours like that. I apologize.
Oh.
Devon is beside himself with rage.
Well, I would understand if he is. Like I said, I really am sorry. But it is the way it is. Anyways, yeah. Does anybody have anything else they want to do for the end of the night?
I go to my room and lock the door.
Nothing I can't do in character chat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I would be in character at this point. We're pretty much just staying in here.
I give the bartender 20 gold and apologize for the disturbance.
Okay. He has cleaned himself up enough to be able to perform his duties, and he'll help out for the remainder of the time if anybody needs anything.
All right.
Okay. Oh yeah, it really is one extra minute. All right. Well, yeah. I don't want to go too much farther than that for the sake of keeping with the time schedule.
Righto.
Like was said, any other stuff for the remainder of the night can be carried out in the IC chat, and then I will say this right now. We will take back over in the morning with Nephis coming into town.
Ugh.
Or Nephis and his travel into town.
All right.
All right.
Awesome. Okay. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the session.
That was terrifying as fuck.
Fuck. Anton simply says fuck.
Yes.
Okay. And
Yes, I think I have every freaking right to at this point.
Well, I will see you guys next week. I think I said this in the chat earlier, but my work has predicted that mid-November is when we're going to start snowmaking. I don't think that's going to happen because I looked at the weather radar. But that's sort of late November to the start of December is when I'm expecting that my winter season's going to pick up. And when that does happen, I will be doing the 12-hour shift. So either I can find a day, whatever my schedule looks like, I might be able to maintain Wednesdays or Thursdays off, something like that. But I'll let you guys know closer to. Just the schedule will likely change. At the worst, I'll be on hiatus for snowmaking season, but I'm going to try and make it so that I at least have like one evening a week where I can do something. I will be prioritizing this group over the winter.
Oh yeah, fuck those guys.
If I have free time, you guys would be my priority.
Because we're better than them. We role play.
And also, it takes me more time to commit to this because, 6 people can't play D&D without the DM, but those guys can play D&D without me.
Yeah, fuck those guys.
There's a lot more I have invested in this story. So anyways, yeah, that's from my end. I just forecast looking forwards. That's just things to look out for. Aside from that, like I said, next week we will start in the morning after this horrible incident, and we'll kick right off with poor Devon, who had to sit here for 3 hours and
Sorry, man.
amazingness.
Help
Anyways,
us clean
that's
up all
I
the
have for tonight.
M&Ms. Okay, never mind.
Hope you guys enjoyed.
I
Hell
did,
yeah,
thank you.
I got shot.
Were you gonna say good to the?
No, I was just saying it was good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
And
you.
have a splendid night.
Have that.